Grab your pillows, put your pajamas on, the slumber party. Oh, wait, why am I not talking? Why is my guy not talking? Hang on a second, guys, hang on a second. Man, I remembered to do it and everything. I remembered to do the speech and everything, and my guy's not talking. There we go, though. There we go. It's fixed. It's fixed. You all saw nothing. No one saw anything. All right. Open your gob. Yeah, a weird case of was he not, in fact, opening his gob. But there we go. Grab your pillows, put your pajamas on. The slumber party is in session. Hello, everyone. How are we going? Pretty lady spotted? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, how are we all doing today? It's good to see you all once again. I have fucked up something now. My guy is not talking as much as he should. What have I done now? Maybe it's fine, actually. No, it is not. It's like something has gone wrong again. I've done something wrong. Yo, is that Carter with the new thing? The new name? You've actually changed your name. Okay, hang on a second here. I've lowered my mic volume very slightly. I'm wondering if that's caused problems. That might be better. We'll see how this goes. I think that's okay, actually. I swear to God, if I take my picture away again. Hang on a second. If we have a mod here, can you refund Carter for that redeem? Because Carter has redeemed the Choose Villager before. And I have not yet been able to figure out how the fuck it is causing problems. Was he turned into a ventriloquist? Yeah, something like that. That is it. That is true. But no, hello everybody. Hello Samurai. Congrats on getting first. Crazy, snatching that from Justin when Justin was here, lurking, waiting. Also, I do have to post on Twitter and Blue Sky. Give me a second here. Give me a second. We're posting, exclusive demo for upcoming indie game. I wonder if they've got a Blue Sky. They don't. Emberbane. Then into more Path of Exile 2. Top 50 DPS Bones Storm Lich gameplay. More Path of Exile 2. Top 50 DPS Bones Storm Lich gameplay. Yeah, that'll do. Let me do the little posties. Post on Blue Sky. And I'm going to take this over to Twitter as well. Make sure I'm streaming on Twitch. Is that working? I think that's working. On Twitch? I mean on YouTube. Obviously I'm live on YouTube. Wazzy, I did a mod thing? Yo, thank you very much. I appreciate you, MK. Okay, my guy's not talking properly. Again. What if I take this up? What if I turn this up? Now it's working fine. Is it? I think it is. Okay. You know what? That's fine. Everything's fine. My problem is that if I do this, now it's too loud. Yeah, that was in fact too loud. I'm trying to find the right balance here. The right balance between mic gain and, I don't know. I want my mic to be loud, but with as little gain as possible. Because the less gain we have, the better my mic sounds. So, I don't know. We'll find it out. We'll figure that out. Also, I will catch up on chat in just a moment. Since we have some incredible mods who are doing some hard work at the moment, can we chuck a slow mode on? Just a slow mode of like 5 seconds. A little bit just so I can catch up right after I make this Twitter post and finish crashing out over my avatar looking very slightly different. Emberbane. Do they have a game? Emberbane by... There we go. They have a Twitter for their company. That'll do. Live now with an exclusive demo. That'll do. That will do. I'm happy with that. All right. Let me catch up. Let me catch up on what the fuck is going on here. All the way back to people coming in. More PoE for dinner again. I mean, I feel like it's more like dessert. We are doing it at the back end of the stream. We're starting off with a bit of Emberbane. So there's a bit of a main course before we get to the dessert. Oh yeah, I was meant to say hello to everybody. We've got the whole crew here. Congrats Samurai for getting first, and hello to Murray, Brain, Sin, Modmum, Rev, Enthash, Justin, Carter, Astral, my husband, Jay, MK, Serial, Bean, Wolfie, Appa, and Devil. It's good to see all of you. Look, I could do a latch on speedruns. Good luck, my man. Justin out here giving up on his Osu dreams to become a true Monster Hunter pro. Hello, Spicy as well. It's good to see you. How is it going? You won this time, but next time I'll get you first. The hug wars continue. It's like Minecraft Bed Wars, except with hugs. and less violence. I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I don't know what I'm doing. Was he telepathic today? Yes, I am. You're all hearing my inner thoughts, my inner monologue without me actually talking. Okay, why does it look different? Why is it different? Someone tell me, why is it different? I don't know. Maybe it's meant to be up a little higher. What if I put this up to like 44? How does this look? I feel like that's better. See, normally it would be fine, but I have lowered the gain on my mic because I've been experimenting a little bit more. I felt like the quality on my mic, I listened to it and I'm a perfectionist. I'm like, my mic is just not quite it. It is not quite there. So I've been fucking around a bit. And as a result, this is what I get. I fucked around and I did not balance my avatar. Yes, I'm reborn again like a beautiful caterfly. It is so beautiful. I could shed a tear right now. It is the true metamorphosis and not the one by Franz Kafka. No, that's the weird one. This is a beautiful one like the metamorphosis butterflies go through. Hey yo, Wazzy. Hey yo, Sin. I'm a PC gamer now, Wazzy. Thank you. Why'd I say thank you? Congratulations is what I meant to say. Congratulations, Mod Mum. Welcome in. You are now superior. I don't make the rules. That is just how it goes. You are superior. Congratulations. You may look down on everybody else. Everyone else who does not have a PC, of course. Appa's here. I think I said hello to you. Yes, I did. I got to you when I went through all of the redeems. Thanks, Sin. I'm so happy I can finally play games with my lovelies. Yes, it's going to be so good. You'll be unchained from the shackles of console when you actually play DBD. No more curse of the Mod Mum. Or rather, the Mod Mum curse will be reversed. No longer are you the one cursed. It is the killers in your games that are cursed as you just loop them into submission. It'll be crazy. Also, you should stream FTL Multiverse. Trust me, it's so peak. FTL, like Faster Than Light? Like the roguelike game? Is that like DLC for it or something? Or is it some kind of mod? Or is this completely unrelated to FTL Faster Than Light, the ship roguelike game? I used to play a bunch of that, actually. I used to play it when I was on the train to uni. I have no recollection of how that game plays at all. Who did a flirt and when? Have to make him blush. Was you dumb fuck? You have the wrong schedule up? Yo, thank you, Bean. You do not need to flirt to remind me of this, but I appreciate it regardless. Yes, that is the old schedule. Out with the old, in with the new. Look at that. Incredible. So much has changed. Some things change, others stay the same. Path of Exile 2. Gonna plan out a day with you. I could do a round of your schedule, though, because you're going to be asleep at my regular times. I mean, not really. Wait, yes, actually, yes, really. I mean, maybe there's a little overlap. I mean, right now, you're both awake. There you go. You've got a time. No need to thank me. This is just Wazzy the assistant, Wazzy the temp, Wazzy the intern, Wazzy the new assistant who ends up causing an affair between the person I am assisting and, you know, basically tears apart a marriage and, I don't know, escapes to the Bahamas with a like shotgun marriage or something. I don't know. I haven't thought this through. This is a brand new, what is the word? Brand new fantasy for me. Normally I would have all the words for this, but brain not braining sometimes. I'm actually a pimento. You know what? Sure. You know what? Yeah, you can be a pimento. I do not know what that is. My flirt redeem. I love how Bean just stole it from under Wolfie's nose. That is brutal. I already do because I'm 6'1". Bro, you don't even need to loop them at 6'1". You just stare at them and give them a stern, mean eye, and they will just back the fuck off. Was he weird thing I did in the last hour and a half? We're at 2.1k words for a short story that I just decided to create. Fair enough. You know what? Valid. Do you know what I did in the past hour and a half? I spent that entire hour and a half staring at my path of building. You guys get to see it. Just while we're doing the just chatting. While we are yapping, I'm going to show off what I have been doing. Like, you think my Path of Exile addiction is bad? You got no fucking idea, guys. Boom. This is Path of Building. This is an application that exists exclusively to plan out your fucking build. I've spent like an hour and a half, well, probably more actually. I ain't gonna lie, it's been way more than fucking an hour and a half. I spent like several hours probably, at least 2, staring at this, going over different builds, different possibilities. Where are they? I've been playing out all these different ones, comparing the DPS, the mana regen, the energy shield, the survivability that I get. I've been planning it all out. Boom. Boom. What did I settle on? I settled on this one, I think. I've crunched the numbers. This actually gets me very slightly more DPS than my old setup. And it gets me conservative casting, which is massive for mana regen, which is really cool. So I'm very happy with that. Mana regen, and I pick up Arcane Blossom. It is actually like a win all around. Wait, this is actually 1 point off. Hang on, we're gonna change this. Now it is correct. But yeah, it ends up being roughly the same DPS as last time, a little bit more. And I get like a bunch of mana regen, which is really good for going for Necromantic Conduit, because I picked that up. No one knows what I'm talking about, but I'm proud. I've been theory crafting. I've been on the fucking grind. I came up with some mad shit. I legitimately think this is the best Bone Storm build in the game right now. I am thoroughly convinced that I am smarter than everyone else. And anyone who disagrees is stupid and can go, I don't know. I'm smart is what I'm saying. I've been working hard on this. All my PoE homies, you appreciate it, right? You guys see the work that's going in. Look at this. Look how far I'm piling out of my way for pain attunement. Locking my life to below 40% so I get that massive boost. I don't know. No one appreciates it. One day I will convert you all. This will become a PoE stream. You will all play PoE. You will all appreciate me, and it's going to be amazing. Why are you in games and demos when you're playing PoE 2? Because this is not PoE 2. That was Path of Building. That is an application for planning out how to play Path of Exile 2. That is right. I don't play Path of Exile 2. I plan how to play Path of Exile 2. I have a problem. Help. Schloff. Hi, Barney. Fucker's late to stream because he's doing Path of Exile bullshit. Sort of. Kinda. I was doing that for a while, and then that meant I was really behind on cooking dinner and getting a couple of other jobs done. So I was late because I was doing other stuff, but I was late to do that stuff because I was doing Path of Exile. Well, Path of Building specifically. So there is some link there. There is a little bit of a, what is the word I'm looking for? There is a cause and effect there, but it was not the way you think. It was around the other way. Everyone asking how they're doing. You kind of remind me of the best kind of code. Maybe not always linear, sometimes a little unpredictable, but somehow everything just works when you're around. Your brain moves like it's running in parallel threads, but honestly, I'm always impressed by the way you juggle it all with that spark only you have. I read that as the only spark you have. It was like so real. I'm always impressed. You're like the hidden feature no one sees coming. Once you're part of the system, nothing feels complete without you. And hey, if you ever hit a breakpoint or just need a soft reboot, I'll be right here. Your personal debugger, snack supplier, and loyal background process. No conditions, no loops. Just me quietly running in support. Ooh, snack supplier. I could get used to this. I do need a snack supplier. I eat the snacks. And then I don't want to get more snacks, which is probably for the best. It's probably for the best that I am not getting more snacks. Lord knows I actually do not need new snacks. I'm actually, before I start my new job, I'm planning to go completely cold turkey on sugar. I'm going to see how that goes. It may be rough, but I think it'd be really good for my energy levels and just getting back into my fitness. I was getting quite fit before I actually hit the unemployment streak and started to get stressed and depressed, because that led to a little bit of stress eating. So I'm hoping to just cut the sugar again, get back into my gym habits, and get back to being pretty fit like I was before. Still doing a lot better than I was at the end of 2013, like start of 2014 though. I've talked about it before, but, well, I'm being spun again. Yo, Lily, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. No, I think I've said before that, I don't know, I feel weird talking about weight and stuff, but I also like to be transparent with you guys. I don't like to be the kind of guy who's just like, ooh, I'm all mysterious and stuff. I mean, like, I won't reveal my current weight, but I've lost about 20 kilos between the end of 2013 and the end of 2014. Because, I don't know, I was like, kind of going hard. OMG, same, was he? I know, right? I don't know. I just, like, there's not much else I can do. Snacks are really cheap. Like, when I say that 2013, 2023. 2023. Ignore the 2013. I've forgotten what I was saying now. ADHD, brain trap, ADHD trap. I saw something pop up on the screen. I had to read it and then forgot what I was saying. Anyway, let's just go back to reading chat. Ignore me then, I suppose. I was not ignoring you. I just saw you've only been live for 20 minutes. Yeah, well, there was like 9 minutes of getting ready. And then, because the ads ran later than usual. And then, I don't know, we've been just yapping for like 10 minutes-ish, 10, 15. Oh yeah, that's right. I was saying snacks are really cheap, and that's why they end up sort of being the stress relief. It's like, I don't know, I don't really have that much else. I wasn't buying games or anything because games are very expensive. Get back to being pretty fit like I was before. Was he lying? I'm not lying. Now, actually, I don't know. When I talk about being fit, back in actually 2013, probably. Let me do math here. 2013 was like 12 years ago. Yeah, like around like 2013, I was actually fit. Me in high school, I was actually fit as fuck. Like, I don't fucking know how, but looking back, I was basically, I don't know, I was actually built. I was insane. I won't reveal too many details, but I went to state championships for several athletics events. Because I actually was pretty solid, actually, believe it or not. I fucking dreamt of you. It was stupid. I was dreaming of the whole outfit for the Schloff overlay thingies. I already came up with a very badly made Harpy costume. When I woke up, I had to reevaluate my life for a good 5 minutes. I love that. A badly made Harpy costume. Oh my god. It's insane. I'm okay, I've got bronchitis. Damn, I wish I'd waited for you to make that joke to make that comment in my stream so I could make the funny joke here and everyone would see me do it. But now I've already made the joke in Nat's stream, so everyone who saw me making it in Nat's stream would be like, oh, look at Wazzy reusing his jokes. So I should have just held it. I've got to be patient with my jokes, patient with my funnies, and I can have a better audience. It's wasted. Nat was always just like, okay, Wazzy, okay. Let's just ignore him. Can I ban the sloth from my stream? Can I ban my own mod? And it was like, all right, I see how it is. Not appreciated. My jokes are never appreciated here. Just get told I'm going to be banned for making a funny pun. Oh, do we have a message? Is this from Optimus Prime or Goku? I feel like Goku.
Oh, Mr.
That's right.
Tough Guy thinks he's so strong and fast. Huh? Well, that still won't help you. I'm still going to destroy you.
Wow, he just leaves it there. It's short, it's sweet, it's to the point. That is perhaps the most terrifying Goku message we've got yet. He's really got a flair with his words sometimes. He goes into detail about it all, and I'm just like, all right. You know, this is a lot of talk for someone who can't back it up. But then he just kept it short. He kept it short because he's doing something more important. That might mean he's actually on to me. He's on my tail. I'll see you later, hopefully. I have a few appointments now. Have fun. Goodbye, Wolfie. Thank you for stopping by. I hope your appointments go well. And I'll look forward to catching you again whenever you can make it. Good here, Wazzy. I only need to put 10 pounds on to reach my goal. 10 pounds. Why are we... Mudbub, you are British. Why are you talking in American? I am Australian. You are English. We use the proper system. Speak proper units. We don't use freedom units here. I just have a good jawline. MK, you have a jawline of the fucking gods. When you mute people, they will just fucking cry. You are actually like they took the Giga Chad from the meme and just said, yeah, we're going to make this a real person. Just give him blonde highlights. That's it. Me, for real. I know. Every time I see it, I want to cry. It's insane. If you want me to, I will do it. As in make the bad Harpy costume or something else. 69 points for redeem. Recycling jokes is the only true way of jokes. I mean, that is true, but I will not usually recycle my jokes this close together. Usually I will wait a few weeks. That's my usual play. I recycle them every now and then, just in the hopes that everyone here has the same goldfish memory that I do. Sometimes he gets carried away, that is true. Do have to pass out now, my good sloth man. Go get some sleep and unfortunately work on school bullshit tomorrow instead of streaming. You go to school? I mean, like, obviously you're talking about university, but I didn't realize you were still going to university. Need some pounds, I will send some over. Mod Mom's just taking all of our excess weight like a spirit bomb. She's got her hands up, just like, lend me your weight. Ah! And then we all just give it to her and everyone's happy. The end. I use stones and pounds. Wait, you do? Why the fuck? Since when? That is insane. I thought you guys would be absolutely using the proper units, but no, you're stuck in being American as well. Also, hello, Vi. Welcome in. Goldfish actually have a good memory. Oh. Damn, I gotta find a new animal to compare myself to then. The bad harpy costume, I will do it. I would love that. Vani, your art fucking slaps. Every time you have done fan art of me, I have loved it. I have adored it. I think me in a bad harpy costume is gonna have me cackling. The thought of it has me cackling. So I am certain once you actually put that into actual art with your insane talent, it is going to be one for the ages. 13 pounds equals 1 stone. Was he told the scarecrow joke? Oh, not the scarecrow joke. I need it since forever. Since forever. The harpy costume or something else? We have kilograms and grams. We have a pound, which is half a kilo. We don't even have that. Yeah, I just have a kilo, which is 1,000 grams. And that's like it. I guess there are like milligrams, but how many milligrams in a gram? Is it 1,000? I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. Does it get much more American than being British? I just need your model then, please. Ooh, all right. I will send it over. I'll send over a reference. Like, I think I've mentioned before that I don't have like a single PNG. That is the problem. Whenever someone's like, can you send me your PNG? I'm just like, I'm not trying to be technical. I'm not trying to mince words or split hairs, but I don't have a PNG. I am multiple PNGs stitched together, which means that if you're doing something to be like a quote unquote skin, you need to have it so it sort of fits over the rest of my body. Because otherwise I have, just for my head alone, 4 different PNGs. There is the one with me with my eyes open, mouth open. There's eyes open, mouth closed. There's eyes closed, mouth open. And there's eyes closed, mouth closed. I stopped talking just for a second so you could see that. But yeah, that means there's a bunch of different ones. So rather than have something that I could like just cover my face with, then that is the problem. Like the closest we have to something that really covers my face is probably the grass outfit. But even then, that explicitly leaves my mouth revealed, so you can still tell that I'm talking. The proper size, so it doesn't downgrade if you change it a little size-wise. Okay, yeah, I can send you like a still image. Actually, I should have one on reference. I can send you a still image, and then you can just trace over that if you'd like, and make sure it fits and stuff. In terms of actual size, I don't actually know. This is a weird thing to say, but I don't know how big my actual model is, because I just resize it a lot, so I don't know how big it can possibly be. What is the maximum size for it? No key which frame I get? Yes, any head frame? All right. Let me see if I've got that. I should have one on hand. Who have I sent it to recently? Vi was asking for it. Vi was asking for a ref. This one has a background. I can get you one without the background if you would like as well. So you just let me know. There you go. So yeah, it doesn't have like a black or green background that you can just completely, what is the word? Chroma key out. So if you do want one that you can just chroma key out, let me know and I'll get you one of those instead. But that's just like the recent one I sent to Vi. It's probably fine if you just want to trace over it. Background matters not? Okay, perfect. The villain may be taking bets for hands, but was he? I just like to hold your hand. Well, you know, I have claws. I am a sloth after all, but you're more than welcome to hold all 3 of these toes. But hello, Spirit. How are you going? Since I'm making a thank you. Just need the schloff. Okay, perfect. It's always rigged. It is never rigged. It is not rigged. You hit on a 16. That was a dangerous game. Okay. But when I'm trying to convince people you're not rigged, you don't pull a fucking blackjack. You're making this really fucking hard on me. It's very hard for me to convince people this is not rigged when you pull a fucking blackjack. Right after I said that. That is the worst possible timing, you fucking imbecile. Fucking decommissioning you, piece of shit. This is why you're getting rewritten. Fucking nerd. Yeah, it's so not rigged. Alright, you know what? Let's go play Emberbane. Let's actually get to the thing that I have in my title, that I have as the category. I guess the category is just set to games and chatting. Not games and chatting, games and demos. I am so used to yapping that I have assumed it was games and chatting. I don't know, man. My brain is fried. I don't even know why. Oh my god, it's Nat. Hello, Nat. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. The Supreme Yapper has come to over-yap my stream. W raid, massive W raid. You know, normally when I get raided, my approach or my modus operandi is to give that big speech that you all know, that I think many people have memorized word for word about me, my channel and stuff. But given that it is Nat, I think the vast majority of people from Nat's channel know me. I'd like to take a chance to tell anyone here who may not know about Nat a little bit about Nat. This is Supreme Leader Nat. She is also a variety streamer from the magical, wonderful, totally real land of Estonia. And she is an achievement hunter. She is known for 100%ing all the games that she attempts. She gets some incredible grinds going. And she also is a goat. Like, she can actually do goat noises. You go over there, there's a redeem to make her do a goat noise, and it is so realistic. It's insane. And you can also give her a drip by giving her, like, the Supreme jacket. It's very cool. So anyway, if you're not already, all of you need to head over there, drop a follow for Supreme Leader Nat. It was right there. Hopefully you did it as it was popped up. You could press that little button, but just in case you missed it. I know I was yapping a bit there. But boom, you got that link. Click on that, click the follow button. Make sure you go show some support to the person who inspired me to start streaming. But not a furry. If you say that to me, you'll find yourself missing your organs the next day. Yeah, this is one of the few things that I will be in solidarity with her on. Just because I know that if I call her a furry, she will start calling me a furry. And I do not need more people to fight the allegations against. It's hard enough as it is fighting the, like, 2 people that are calling me that on the daily. Alright, where is my game gone? Where has my... Thank you for the cheese, Justin. Where is my game? Where is my game, Summer? Also, Trains, welcome in. How's it doing? It's good to see you again. Here we go. Banana? Thank you for the banana and for the hydrate. My drink bottle is being funky and I am not able to drink out of it properly. Let me see if I can resolve this. Why are you not drinking? Why is this being a shithead? You'd not think a drink bottle is a complex machine, but my drink bottle apparently is. It just does not want to work. You know what, whatever. I'm not questioning it. I got a drink. That's all that matters. Anyway, yes. So I have not played this. It's apparently quite short. It's just a combat test for like the game's main combat system. So it's going to be our first time, well, all of our first times seeing it. Oh, I can't get a good run. Understandable. Schloff, yes. Yes, Vani. Well, it's been half an hour getting to the game. We're getting there. We get there when we get there. Can you put GIFs as overlay? Yes. Yes, I can. Because technically, all I do is make a image visible. And I'm 100% sure that I can put GIFs in because I've done it before. I've never done a GIF as an overlay on my model, but that should be completely fine. There's nothing stopping that from happening. Because yeah, literally everything I do... Alright, do you guys want a behind the scenes look? I know we said we were going to get into the game, but I'll show you guys like a behind the scenes look. This is going to be scuffed as fuck. I've never done this before, but here we go. All right, I think you guys can hear me now. Yeah, this is really scuffed. I know you can't hear music or anything. I'm going to get off this in a minute, but this is literally like the scene where all of the magic happens. So whenever someone redeems something, it just makes one of these different redeems visible. So like it'll make like Vi visible, or it'll make like Sunflower visible, or it'll make, I don't know, like Sunflower's glasses visible. Or like it does these at the same time. And then like they usually have the animation to fade in and out. But that's like the magic. That is all the behind the scenes is. These are all just PNGs. So whenever you redeem something, that is all that happens. It just makes the PNG visible. So for that reason, a GIF should be totally fine. Anyway, back to the main scene. I may just go insane then and sweat. Please do not push yourself too much. Do anything that you would like that is kind of crazy. You can go crazy, I mean, but do not push yourself too much. Just you know, look after yourself first and foremost. Don't go too insane. Wazzy, we can't hear you. You can hear me now. Haha. You could hear me you could hear me while I was on the screen, right? Like after I turned the mic on, you could hear me for like the second half of that, right? Alright, shut up, Bean. No, you should be a ferret. I'm gonna ignore this because I like you too much. That is insane. Yeah, we could? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Marissa. And thank you for getting your nap in as well. Alright, we're gonna make the game visible. We're gonna turn our music off. We're gonna turn screen capture on. And we're gonna hope this is all good. I don't know. I have not tried this yet. All I did was boot this up to make sure that it works. What? Oh, I know what that is from. X3 pounces on you. Ooh, ooh, you so warm. I know, unfortunately, what that is from, because another streamer I follow has a redeem where she is forced to sing the entire thing. You gotta do 2 readings? No, I do not. No. I was asked to read that in an Australian accent, so I read that in an Australian accent. One from MK2? Oh, all the way back there. Okay, excuse me then. Excuse me, princess. Also, let me know how the music goes. No, was he don't? Why? What? It's loud? The game is loud, is it? Ah. Okay, also, I need to change this to be borderless, I think. So it stops being silly when I get out of it. All right. It's loud, is it? The music is loud? Okay. I've turned it down like really low. It was at the second lowest. I'll turn music down further though. Now I've got no audio at all. Wait. Oh, I think I muted it. Alright, I don't want to actually get into combat. How's that sound? Is that any better, guys? Now it's good? Okay, now it's good. Alright, I gotta read out MK's little thing here. Alright, this is gonna be horrible. I'm gonna butcher this. I'm guessing this is German. It looks German. Was he? No? Why? You redeemed it. Was he stop? Oh my god. I've stopped. I am deceased. I am ceased. Not deceased. Not yet. Unfortunately not. It is German? Yeah, I thought so. I can tell it is German by how angry it reads. I took the points back because you are blind. Well, too bad. I'll do it anyway. It's a freebie just for you, MK. Unless you like really, really don't want me to read it. Is there a reason you do not want me to read this? Is something wrong with it? Take the freebie? Yeah, I'm offering a freebie to you, MK. I don't want to lose my points, that's all. That's fine. I'll just read it for you. I don't care. When du wax machen magst, Max macht wax machen, Oz wax machen wax. That is probably the furthest thing from any legible German in the history of legible German, so I sincerely apologize for that one. I gotta go cry in a corner after losing 20k. Thank you for the lurk, Nat. I'm sorry I missed that. We were kind of swept up in a sea of... what do you call it? Got lost up in a complete sea of gambling. So great, Wazzy. Thank you so much. I'm sure Varney is thinking that was good. Wax was pretty good. Okay, there we go. Put into translate and try to hear it. Maybe another time. We do have gameplay that I was allegedly supposed to be doing. A game I'm allegedly supposed to be playing. Gameplay, as it were. Sounds like what an AI would say, trying to read gibberish. Potentially, yes. Just a little less aggressive? Damn, here I was thinking I wasn't aggressive enough. I'm trying to be German out here and doing anything less than sounding like I hate the guts of the person who made me read this. Feels like it is incorrect. Look, I go play now. No stress, Varney. I don't know what you're playing, but have a good one. Enjoy playing whatever you're playing. All right, so I feel like I should actually, let's put some music on. Put the music back on just while I yap about the game, just for a minute. People compliment you when you read something like that. When I speak Czech, people say I curse their whole bloodline. I mean, When you say happy birthday and it sounds like you are wishing ill upon their firstborn and their firstborn's firstborn for the next 100 generations, it kind of is understandable. I guess Wazzy is pretty cool too. Mum is pretty cool. Yeah, Mod Mum's incredibly cool. We love Mod Mum. I hate it here. I'm leaving. Alright, bye Nat. Or like Shekno Shenashi Shimano Shenenav or something like that. I know that was nowhere near what happy birthday is. I'm like remembering from last year or something horrible. I remember like half of it. I remember like it starts with like the Shekno or something. Why does happy birthday, which is 4 syllables, translate into like 483? What game are you playing? Yes, that is what we are here to discuss. So, the title of my stream is, I was going to say alludes to, is, I guess alludes implies it is not explicit. No, we're playing Emberbane, or specifically the newly released combat demo for Emberbane. Emberbane is a very cool game that I backed on Kickstarter. It was either, it wasn't last year actually, it was the year before. I backed it about a year and a half ago. And actually, I should bring it up now. If I'm going to be actually playing it, then why don't we give a little background? I feel like it's worth giving some background because I guess like no one's going to know exactly what this is. You can look it up on Steam. You know, let's share the Steam. Let's share the Steam page.
So tasty.
Grass.
Wazzy, I went to a casino and lost at blackjack. I blame you.
I blame me too. Hey Grass, how's it going? Can you type the name? Yeah, I'll type the name in chat as well. It's just here. I'll put a link actually. This is it. I'm in Adelaide? Yo, I'm so sorry to hear that. What are you doing in Adelaide? This place is weird. It's so weird, it's messed up the S and D on your keyboard apparently. But yeah, this is Emberbane. It's kind of like it's a 2D Metroidvania inspired by, I don't know, a bunch of things, including Avatar. You can check out the trailers and stuff. I don't think I'll go through them on stream because I don't want to just be sitting here reacting to stuff. But you can check out the trailers. You can check out all the screenshots. It looks really, really nice. The combat looks really fluid. The movement looks really good. And I'm overall really excited. It's also got some absolute banger tracks. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. We're gonna watch the demo. Oh. It's gonna be a pain in the ass because Steam's video is shit. Can I find this on YouTube, actually? I'll find this on YouTube. We can watch it on YouTube. Ignore my recommendations. This is the account that I don't use. This is my stream account, and I don't even fucking know how it gets the recos it does. Because I don't watch vids. Alright, we're gonna turn this off. We're gonna watch the trailer, and then, I don't know, I think that'll explain most things about the game. It would be better if it was a roguelike deck builder. I mean, we do love our roguelike deck builders. Thanks for the lurk, Mom. Thank you, MK. Now, I'll probably update that in a minute just to say, like, it's an exclusive demo. I have no, like, money affiliation or anything. Just, like, give a disclaimer, like, I've backed this, but I'm not paid for it or anything.
Every step I take leads me to a darker path.
Let me be your flame, my child. I will make them feel our pain.
No worries, okay.
Now rise, my Emberbane.
Yeah, there's the trailer anyway. And oh god, I just got back into the game and it unpaused. But I'm not sure what else to say about it. I think it looks cool. I backed it, yeah, like a year and a half ago. They've been giving updates in the Discord and on Kickstarter. And they have just released like the combat demo gameplay. Combat demo gameplay? I just selected the wrong thing. The combat demo. It's a closed beta thing. So they sent out, I think, 30 invites in the Discord. I was lucky enough to get one of them. And I did get the approval to stream it. So we're going to play through it together. And I don't know, I'll give like honest feedback as I go, I guess. As I mentioned, I like don't have any monetary investment other than paying for the like backing at like one of the Kickstarter tiers. So I feel like I'll be pretty honest. And I think I don't even think I did stream the last demo that we had. I think it was like near the end of last year. And give a bunch of feedback that I posted in their Discord as well. But yeah, I think I'll leave that up. I'll leave MK's post for now. And I don't know, I think we'll get into it. I would normally have way more things to say, but my brain has kind of been fried. I don't know why. Brain is just like not braining today. Why the fuck there's so many gambling places here? I do not know, Grass. Why are there so many gambling places? My keyboard is a little fucked up and somehow my Windows key switched with my alt. Good job. All right, we're going to give this a shot. I don't actually know what the controls are, so this will be interesting. Looks like a game speedruns we go crazy on, honestly. They do have, what is it, like New Game Plus options planned. I think there are like extra challenges and potentially speedrunning shit that they had as one of the stretch goals. I could check that on the Kickstarter, actually. I had double check how far they made it. They had a bunch of things there that looked really, really cool. A bunch of point goals. What do they have? They had a... So of the stretch goals, they had... What got funded was Boss Rush, Hardcore Mode, Petting Animals, New Game Plus, Time Trial. That is it. I thought so. So they have Time Trial, which I guess is going to be similar to some kind of speedrun. And they missed out on the multiple endings, which was sad. But I thought it was pretty cool. It got 20... How much did it get? It got over 27k US in funding. Oh, actually, no, they did make it. They made multiple endings. They didn't update the graphic at the bottom, but they did make 32k. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited at least. I think it's got a lot of potential. The developers seem to have a really good vision in mind for the game. The combat looks like it flows really well. There were some issues with the combat in the first demo, but they were very receptive to all of the feedback, and it was like definitely not broken. I think it was largely a case of it just needs a little bit of fine tuning. It needs a little bit more weight put into it mostly, and then it'll be very good from there. Because it was sort of a case of every attack could be instantly cancelled at any point, which meant that it felt really non-committal and there was like no weight. So I'm hoping that they fix that. Because if you play any game like Souls, for example, any Souls game, you'll notice, Souls or Monster Hunter for that matter, one of the key characteristics is the fact that attacks can't be cancelled until a certain way in. It gives attacks weight. It means that you feel like you are committing to something. You feel rewarded when it pays off. And when it doesn't pay off, when you're punished for it, you understand what you did wrong and how to avoid that in future. Whereas the game was sort of the opposite. This game was the opposite, where being able to cancel at any point meant that you would just spam the button, and the moment you saw an enemy attack coming out, you would just cancel your attack. There was no consideration. It was just spam and then dodge when you need to. So we will hopefully see a fix to that. I don't remember any of the controls, and I'm pretty sure they don't have any controls, given the fact that I am already in the game and they haven't given me any tutorials. So we'll figure it out as we go. All right. WSD movement, space to jump, nothing for W. You can wall jump. Does it click? No. What is it? What is attack? I'm actually not sure what attack is. Oh. Wait, you? You and I. Okay. U-I-O. Oh. Oh, they got damage numbers now. Interesting. We've got hit stun. That's nice. That was something we didn't have in the first game, so I'm happy to see we've got hit stun now. Spam light attacks. Or charge up. Immediately hit from behind. The animations are so much nicer than they were in the first as well. That feels nice. Look at those animations. They're cute. No tutorial? No. Oh, I just did something. I don't know what though. Oh, that is healing. Oh, I get it. Now I was going to say from memory, there are attacks in the air as well. So I'm just going to figure this all out. Wazzy, I go and lurk. Love you. Love you too, MK. Appreciate you stopping by. Okay. Nice. All right. Yeah, you don't stagger enemies. I don't think that was the thing in the first one. Like, you can't instantly stagger enemies, but it's good to see that's still on the case. All right, that's the heal. I don't know what this does. It looks like it'd be some kind of parry, but... Oh, wait, it gives me charges of some sort. Yeah, when I played the original demo on stream, the thing I said I liked the most was the final boss fight. It was challenging, the music was really hype, the boss patterns were fantastic, and it was really engaging, so... It is really a game where the combat felt like it had some huge potential. I'm yapping a lot and sort of just not paying attention, so I should probably do something here. Alright. Oh. He jumped at me, that's interesting. Thought I was just going to abuse his AI by jumping over the top, but he actually was not having a bar at that. So at least the big guy can deal with wall stalling. These guys can't though. Although I guess it doesn't... Oh. The fact I can wall stall doesn't matter that much because I can't really do anything to punish him. I can't do anything to fight back by wall stalling. Ow. Are there anything else I can do? Ooh, hi. Hello, Krigod. How's it going? Yes, Mr. Indie Game has come in and seen me playing a demo for an indie game. There's a whole street of gambling. I've prepared you just for this moment, Grass. Ow. Something feels kind of off. I don't know if I'm just bad or if the attacks feel off. Is it because there's no hit stun when I get hit? Is that the problem? There is invulnerability, which is good. Whoop. Yeah, they've changed it so you can't just insta-cancel out of attacks, which is really nice. Like, attacks do have committal frames now. They have startup frames that can't be cancelled. Whoop. I feel like there should be attacks in the air, but there aren't. I kind of like wish there was like a dive kick attack. I feel like something like that is just sorely missing here. Anyway, I am probably going to die because I've mostly just been yapping and fucking around, but this is, I don't know, I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, this guy has a jump attack, I'm pretty sure. Okay, he's sort of got a jump attack. He can't handle it if you jump really high up still. Hi, how are you? Bly, welcome in. How's it doing? Good to see you again. Mainstream, I haven't walked down other places, which probably have 20 more. Did you know I programmed a game? I did not know that, Marissa. That is very cool, in fact. Is it like a game on Steam, or was it a hobby project, or what was the go? Nothing more? I overslept? Guess I'm way too tired. Honestly, if you slept that much, your body needed it. That's what I like to say. There is no shame in, quote-unquote, oversleeping unless it is actively making your life worse. Like, people use the word oversleep for saying, oh, I slept 10 hours, I overslept. But did your body need that? Oftentimes, you are running on... You're running on fumes, you've been pushing yourself, you've been stressed, you've been working very hard, and then... Oop. Oop. You just, you need what you get. Oh, ow, I die. That puts us back to the start, but looks like audio breaks if you do that. There's no music. Because that's a minor thing. Yeah, I would have liked some kind of tutorial. I think that's the main thing missing here. I've just got no clue what attacks do what. Ow. Ow. I like how the aerial attacks can chain into... Like, I can do... Like that. Aerial attacks can easily float... Oh. Easily float into ground attacks. Ow. Ow. There's a 4-hit attack. He's got no variety in his moves, really. I guess that's kind of fine, though. Like, a lot of enemies in most of these games don't tend to have that money. Yo, Lily! Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How's it going? All right, we'll pause for a minute, guys. We'll pause because we've got new guests with us. It's so good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. How'd the rest of your DVD games go? And Raiders, hi, if you're new here, my name's Wazzy Kamawata, but you can call me Wazzy for short. I'm a variety streamer from Melbourne, Australia, and I'm also a sloth. I've been described as both cozy and chaotic, so I invite you to stick around and decide for yourself which of those you think I am. You've caught us just as we're playing the demo for an indie game that I backed on Kickstarter about 1.5 years ago. It's a very cool little thing called Emberbane. It's a sort of like action RPG, roguelike, Metroidvania. Not roguelike, sorry. Action RPG, Metroidvania. It's inspired by Avatar: The Last Airbender and a few other things like Hollow Knight. It's very cool. It's a lot of fun. I say it's a lot of fun. The demo so far is very fun. The combat's really nice. This is just like a combat demo that they released a couple days back. I'm one of only 30 people with access, so this is kind of cool exclusive stuff. You come into the exclusive Emberbane streamer. God, I'm struggling so hard to find a niche for myself. I'm talking about putting the game up for sale, but we hadn't had the time, so sitting on my PC, we even did voice acting. If you ever wanted, I would play it on stream for you. That'd be very cool. I'd be very happy to do that. Lilion raid, thank you very much for the raid. I hope you're doing well. I hope the rest of your games were good. And of course, if you need to raid and run, please feel free. I know that streaming can be tiring and stressful, so look after yourself first and foremost. Go to any post-stream care, and I would expect you to head to bed quite soon because it is very late for you. Anyone who can make it into any of my streams as an American is up very, very late. So again, I'll take great care of your community, and you look after yourself, rest up, and take care first and foremost. Oh my god, I should probably get back into this. Ask my group if they'd agree to that. Yeah, let them know. Let me know what they say. We're gonna snooze those ads. Those ads can go away. Out. Game unpauses when I tab out. That's like a minor nuisance. I don't know if that's a Linux problem though. Oh, whoops. Oop. Healing is very non-committal, but that might be an okay thing given that it seems like it's tied to a resource. Whoop. I'm not sure what this does. Is it meant to be some kind of parry? See, there's no tutorial, so I don't actually know. I don't know what it does, which is unfortunate, but it looks kind of cool. Ow. Ow. Wait, did that reflect my projectile? I think it does. Ow. Oh, wait, they do when they run. Oh, that's cool, actually. That's nice. That's something I actually have to consider. I can't spam projectiles when these guys are running at me because they twirl their little fire things and it reflects his attack. Also, the fact that they are wielding fire is some kind of little hint that I should probably not consider. I should probably consider not using fire. But I don't know if there is any kind of ability to change the elements. What I think we'll do is I'm going to play through this. I'm going to figure out everything as I go. And then after that, we'll check the Discord. I'll see if they've put up any kind of external information that tells me what the controls are, if there's anything I've missed. And, oh. Okay, I've got to be careful with this guy. But I think it's important to play through as it is. These tutorials are an important part of the game. It's all good and proper if you've got someone telling you how to play or giving you hints. Ow! But you want to be able to... Oh. You want to be able to judge how the new player experience is going to go. Whether or not someone who is just starting the game with no outside direction is capable of figuring out what to do. And even if this is a combat demo, I still think it's fair to judge it as if it were the kind of thing someone interested in picking up the game at least would play. Because it's probably reflective of overall game design and philosophy. Ow. These guys are kind of a nuisance. One thing I do like here is that enemies have very simple patterns, but we've already seen a fair variety. We've seen at least 4 different enemies. Actually, no, at least 5 different enemies. So while each one individually could be quite simple, it opens up a lot of opportunity to combine them and create challenges where players have to actually consider all the movements of all these different monsters. And the breadth of them... Oh, wait, I can do that? That's new. Wait, did I just like disappear? Oh, no. Okay. That's climbable. I didn't realize that was climbable. I thought that was sort of background. Ow. I'm still loving the sprite work. All the sprite work is fantastic here. Very cute stuff. So... I apologize for the fact that I seem really shit at this. I am just like fucking around with a lot of different skills. Ow. Alright, using up fire attacks depletes the fire bar. Oh. Oh. That's cool. They've immediately spawned out. They've spawned out of reach, so I've got to navigate around the environment as well. I like that. This is a very good improvement over the first game, I think. Not the first game, the first beta. I know this is particularly focused on combat, so it's probably naturally going to be more polished in that one dimension than the last beta that was focused on all elements of the game. But I still think it's a good sign how far the combat has progressed. Ow. Oh, I'm dead. I'm bad at this game. I know I've just started this, but I am terrible. Yes, I should not be awake. I'm heading straight to bed. I was excited to be able to raid you since you're usually dead when you stream. Love you, cutie. Have a great stream. Thank you so much, Lily. Love you too. Hope you have a great night, and I'll catch you again next time you stream. Oh yeah, Wazzy, what Linux do you use? I think they're switching over. But the one I like the most so far is made to use a regular OS, which is Kali. So wondering what you use. So I use Arch Linux with Hyperland as my compositor. Let me actually finish this off. We can go into a... Wait, what? We've got no music, actually. Can I do this? There we go. We've got the music back. I'll go into a rant in a minute. A rant? I think rant is the wrong word. I'll go off on a tangent in a minute. I want to focus on completing this game, and then I can give you my opinions on Linux, where to start, and what you should pick as a beginner. The one thing I will say, though, is you're correct that Kali is not made to be used as a daily driver. Depending on what it is you like about Kali, though, it is almost, not even almost, it is absolutely something that you can put into a different distro. If it is the particular look or feel of Kali that you like, then you can absolutely replicate that in a... I keep pressing the heal button. You can absolutely replicate that in a different distro. Because a distro is effectively just a bunch of presets for Linux that have been packaged together. So Kali is not just how it looks and feels. Kali is the tools that are packaged into it. Kali is the way the kernel is set up. Kali is the fact that you've got a distro that is packaged for the sake of pen testing, not for daily driving. Also, we do have ads starting in just under 30 seconds, everyone. They'll run for 3 minutes. You get another hour of gameplay afterwards. Take a moment to... Ow! That should not hit me. Take a moment to have a stretch, grab something to eat, grab something to drink. I'll catch you all after the ad break. I don't know if it was just because there's two of them, but that was absolutely hitting me when it should not have. Oh, he tracks you after the lock-on finishes. Or, like, he'll lock on and then... Like, he shoots here, but the lock-on was here. So there's a little bit of a discrepancy. Also, like that, I was completely unable to escape that. That is interesting. If I just... Yeah. Okay. So either the hitbox is way too big, or he continues tracking... Yeah, he does continue tracking afterwards. The crosshair does not accurately indicate... Yeah, you can't escape at all sometimes. Alright. Ow. Well, we've got that figured out at least. Oops. Oh wait, there's different attacks on the ground. Interesting. Oh my god. I wish I had a tutorial now. So that I actually understood all the different options that I have available. Ow. I also keep forgetting what my keys do. What keys do what? U and O do attacks. I thought I was doing an attack earlier, but apparently not. Now I'm out of fire. Alright. Alright, this is further than we made it last time. Okay, here we go. We're on the third stage. I believe there were 3 stages. That's the one thing I remember reading. Now I've got... This guy is just doing basic attack. So he just dashes, it seems. Or he'll walk at me and then dash. Alright. That's all he's got. Oops, I keep healing. Ow. Yeah, they have absolutely changed the fact that you can't cancel out of attacks anymore. Like, oh. Oh, you can sort of. There's no lock-in, so you can press a button and then immediately dodge afterwards. Oh, look at these guys. They've got multiple attacks. I like that. I like that we have some enemies with multiple layers to their attacks, because most of them so far have been one-dimensional, which is fine if they are designed to be early game enemies or enemies that are part of a larger encounter. But it is nice. Oh, wait, this guy's fucking teleporting. It is nice to see enemies with some more depth. It doesn't have to be every enemy, but definitely some at least do benefit from having multiple attacks on them. Okay, this guy looks a bit rough. Does he do anything more than that? No. So we can just repeat this. Okay. Also, I think the game is a bit quiet now. So I'm actually turn it up just a little bit. Here we go. Ow. Let me know how it sounds now. Is it too loud? Too quiet? Oh. Oh, wow, 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 wow. That's loud. That is hella loud. Thank you for the like, Bly. I think I'll bring all these down now. I had SFX and voiceover up because I was not hearing much of those beforehand, but... Oh. God, they're still loud, actually. Hang on. Now the music is too soft. This is interesting. I'll turn this all the way down, I think. Ow. God, that's actually still so loud. So what if... what if I, like, do this? Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Alright, I think that's kind of alright. That seems to be a decent balance. Audio balancing is a little rough. Probably another thing worth calling out. Okay, and that's it, I think. Yeah, because now we're back to the start. I definitely didn't make use of everything, so I'm gonna actually check the Discord. Like I said, we're gonna go peek over and see if they have any instructions. I'm gonna see if there's anything that actually tells us what can be done. I'm not seeing it actually. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be too many. It doesn't appear to be anything talking about what the different buttons are. I might give this another test on my own time if I can get like a list of the different moves. So it would definitely be nice to be able to like use everything. I'm just like spamming buttons at this point, trying to see if there's anything I missed. I don't think there is. No. Okay, so we didn't miss anything, I don't think. Does I doesn't do anything. Oh, you can charge. Hang on. I did not realize I can charge you as well. Oh. Okay, hang on. There's actually more moves than I thought. So wait, I can charge this up? I can't charge in the air? Alright. Yeah, I'm not really sure... Oh, I'm gonna die. Probably not really sure if there's any way to change elements or if there's anything else that I've missed, but wait. Yeah, there's that attack that I didn't do last time. There was something where I jumped up in the air before. Alright. Okay, you know what? That was interesting. That was interesting. It was definitely kind of short. It was shorter than I kind of thought, actually. I thought there'd be a bit more to it. But that's okay. It was mostly just meant to be a, I guess, like technical demo, perhaps, of the capabilities of combat. So I feel like it did that, at the very least, pretty well. I'll probably like write up my exact thoughts on it a little bit later, but for now at least, I think we just swap over to the main event. We swap over to Path of Exile 2. I actually have something that I know how to do so I can yap and play at the same time. I was like really focused on that because I did not know what the controls are. I had no clue what I could do, no clue about the enemies, so I had to do quite a bit of focus. Alright, let's get Path of Exile. Boom. Alright, I'll change my title as well. We're going to go Path of Exile to top 50 DPS Bone Storm Lich. Yeah, I think that'll do. That's fine. Alright, let me catch up on chat. I've heard about Arch Linux a lot. I was planning on changing because I use NearVim, as I told you to program. NVim is essentially modified Vim. Yeah, I use NVim. So since it's based on Linux, some plugins are not meant for Windows, had to modify them to work with Windows. Linux aside, does the game have any parry mechanics? Well, that's what I was wondering. There was a move that felt like it was meant to be a parry mechanic, but it wasn't working. Or it didn't parry. So the answer is, I don't know. I have to figure that out. Like, I'm going to give some feedback in the Discord about how I like the game. Well, not the game, the demo, I suppose. Give feedback about what I thought about the game, pros, cons, and see if I can actually get some lists of what the abilities do. Or what abilities we have. Because if I know what we can do, then I can probably give a lot better idea on how to play it. Like, I figured out you had, I guess, like ranged and melee. You could charge them both up, but then holding up with melee gave a different attack. I don't think holding up with range did. There's moves in the air. Those can also be inputted with directions, but not held, I don't believe. So there's like, it's not clear what the rules are for each move, and it's not clear if there's any either. So I'll give it a shot again after I actually find out the full list of controls. Change category? Oh, good call, Justin. Thank you very much. Where are we going? Path of Exile 2. Nice. But back to Linux. The thing with Linux is that it can be made, any distro can be made to look however you want. So if there's something about Kali Linux that you like, then you can absolutely do that on a different distro. So I'm going to look it up. Kali Linux Window Manager. Or actually, desktop environment is probably a better way to search it. What desktop environment does Kali Linux come packaged with? Okay, so they use XFCE. So that is literally something you can download and install on any Windows distro. Any Windows distro? Any Linux distro, pardon me. So you could set up Arch if you want. You could set up Debian. You could use Ubuntu if you wanted. But Ubuntu is, I guess, like a pre-built distro that has its own stuff configured. It really depends on what you are wanting it to do. Is that Path of Exile 2? It is Path of Exile 2, Josh. We're so back. I'll be mapping in just a second. I wanted to yap a little bit about Linux because Krigot is asking. Also, I do need to turn off all of the chats here. Turn off, turn off, turn off. But yeah, if there is a specific look that you like, for example, if you do like the look of Kali Linux, you can just set that up yourself on any distro. In general, there are, I love Path of Exile 2 and Linux, Josh. There's, I guess, two main approaches. You've got rolling release distros or stable distros. Rolling release, as the name implies, is basically the latest updates. Anytime anything is updated, upstream, you will be able to get that immediately. This means you get the latest stuff as it is released. There's no waiting, but it does mean that you're running a high risk of, not high risk, you have the inherent risk of breaking your system because something new has been released. It may not be tested well. It may be incompatible with other things on your system. Things are not tested and designed to work with each other. This is in contrast to something like stable distros like Ubuntu or Debian, which come out in releases. Things are developed for a certain release. They are then released on a certain release, and although it is possible to get the latest updates, there are ways to do that, of course. It's not by default, so it's not generally why you would get a stable release distro in the first place. You used to only have Ubuntu, Debian, and Kali. And from does that one like the most is Kali. Well, what is it about Kali that you like? That's what I'm trying to sort of assert here. Take the gamble route? What do you mean the gamble route? Because again, if it's the look and feel of Kali that you like, that is something that is not exclusive to Kali. You can get that on any system because they are just using XFCE as their display manager, as their desktop environment. You can download and install that to any Linux distro. That is not Kali exclusive. Kali is, as I mentioned, or not just Kali, any distro is effectively, not any distro. Distros like Kali or Ubuntu are basically a set of tools and preset configs that are all bundled on top of a more bare bones distro. So Kali is probably built on top of Debian, I would guess. I am going to look that up. Kali Linux. What distro does it use? It's rolling release. Debian based. Yeah, it's Debian based. So if you wanted to feel as similar to Kali as possible without having all of the extra crap that is there just for pen testing, you could probably just start with Debian and follow. I'm sure there are plenty of guides to help you make something that feels and looks like Kali, but is not set up for pen testing the way Kali is. I don't know exactly what it is that gets bundled with Kali to assist with pen testing. I know there are a bunch of libraries and other configs that are designed for that, but I don't know if there are changes to the kernel. I don't know if there's anything that is going to inherently make you less secure, but there's a reason that people do not recommend running Kali for daily use. The look, feels, and the fact it comes with the majority of the tools for cybersecurity, mainly the tools. Well, again, these are all things that you can download as well. If you really like, I don't know, any of the tools that come bundled with it, some of the command line interfaces, for example, you can just install those. As I said, I don't know exactly what it is that Kali brings that is, like, I don't know what is bundled with Kali. And if you don't either, then it's probably a good reason not to actually use Kali. It's probably a good time to say, all right, well, I will just try, something else. I'll go with Debian. I'll set up anything I want that is, what is the word? I'll set up anything I want that Kali has, but I'm still not using explicitly just Kali. I'll go into this rabbit hole then. All I hear is nerd talk, and I like it. W. Josh. Keep talking, nerds. But yeah, my opinion when it comes to Linux is there's one of two routes to go down. If you are really brand new, if the idea of Linux is quite intimidating to you, then I recommend starting with something like Ubuntu or Mint. Something that is pre-built, something that you can just install and go. It's very simple, it doesn't require any complex knowledge, and it's a great way to dip your toes into the water without knowing a lot about Linux. That's what you want to do if it's like really intimidating, if you don't know where to start. If you have any background in tech, or you are just really, really interested going in the deep end and getting yourself the best start possible, doing a lot of learning and getting rewarded for putting in a lot of effort, then I recommend looking at a bare bones distro like Arch. Something that you literally have to set up from the command line interface. Something that does not come with a GUI installer. Something that does not let you just simply boot into a nice clean display manager, log into your desktop environment and use it like Windows. Something that requires you to set up every single thing like that. You learn a lot from doing that. It teaches you a lot about your system, and it means that you install only the things that you need. You don't come set up with a bunch of bloatware. Well, not always bloatware. You don't come pre-bundled with a lot of stuff that you don't know and don't know how to use and may never use, in fact. I'm not trying to shit on any distro that does this. I got my start using initially Manjaro and then later Garuda Linux, both of which are built on top of Arch. I do actually still recommend Garuda Linux as one of those really easy to start distros if that is what you'd like to try. There is a lot of benefit to it, and it's just a great way to get started if you don't know where to start. So that's my recommendation, at least. Either go really easy distros or go straight off the deep end. Depends on how much reading you're willing to do, how much time you're willing to invest, and how seriously you want to take it. There is no right answer. So it's really whichever of those two sounds good to you. I want to go something more complex, to be honest. I have been touching Linux for 2 years. I'm still a noob. I had my fair share of Linux. I mean, I have been daily driving Linux for like 5 years now, and I still know jack shit. So Linux is really one of those things that is a lifelong commitment. There's always more to be learning. There's always more you can be doing, and I think that is the best, honestly, the best part about it. It is because there is always more you can do. It is because it gives you the flexibility to do basically whatever you want to your system that makes it the best and sometimes the worst distro. distro, the worst operating system to work with. Distros are a separate thing. My brain just continues to fry. I don't know why. I'm rhyming, apparently. I'm not even feeling tired. I just feel like my brain is running on half a thread or something. Probably something to do with my meds, honestly. I woke up at 8 a.m. this morning. Do not ask why. After going to bed at probably like, God, when did I go to bed? 2 a.m.? So I haven't had that much sleep, but I'm not tired. I'm wondering if it's something to do with my meds. I just said that, didn't I? Anyway, this is probably going to be like a lower brain power stream because I, again, have no clue what I am saying or doing. Which is why we're playing Path of Exile. I was thinking about playing something different this week because as much as I am loving Path of Exile, it's not doing fantastic numbers. It is one of my lower performing games. It is, in fact, the lowest performing game I have streamed in a very long time. It is just interesting how the only people who seem to want to watch Path of Exile 2 are only watching the really big creators. They're not watching anyone who's smaller and not well established. I don't know if there's any way to like break into that scene, but it's something I'd like to try at least. Because I really do enjoy this game. I would be streaming this a lot more and probably like honestly never stop if it was pulling the numbers of some of my other games. Like I know for a fact that right now if I swap back to playing Dead by Daylight, then I would probably just double my viewer count. DBD or Monster Hunter, both of those are actually exceptional for views. And obviously it's not all about views. If I only cared about views, I'd not be playing this right now. It does feel kind of bad knowing that there are just other games that straight up give me more success, more growth. Hell, if I cared only about growth, I'd be playing Garlic right now. Garlic is notorious for being just insane for growth. My best Garlic streams have pulled, I think, triple my average viewers. It is unbelievable. I will get sometimes like 50 followers on the stream. I don't understand. It is just the magic of Garlic. I have done database on it, some cybersecurity, touched it a bit. Too much Linux for Wazzy's brain. Honestly, I talk a lot about Linux, and I am concerned that people here think I'm an expert on it. I am not an expert on Linux. I know frighteningly little about Linux, despite having exclusively daily driven it for many years. I think it is super interesting. I love using it. I love learning about it, but there is so much to learn. I'd very much like to learn more. I'm wondering if there's something I could be doing to really double down on that. God fucking damn you! Can you guys fuck off, please? Oh yeah, that's what I've been doing wrong. Yeah, I have just, as I mentioned, I spent several hours redoing this build, so there are many things that are different, and I am relearning those. One of those is that I now trigger Arcane Cascade off my Bone Cage. Previously, I had this as a 10% chance on crit from my skill tree, but I've changed that now. This is an easier way to apply it, and it gives me back 5 free points on my skill tree. So basically, just means higher DPS, which is nice. All right, we got a breach. Let's see if I can get something out of this. My breaches are kind of shit right now. I mean, this is a shit map for a breach. But also, I've done no pinnacle content for breach, which means my breach skill tree is not leveled up. Which means I don't have very long-lasting breaches. I don't have much monster density either. Maybe that's something we can do this game. I'll see if I can pick up... Oh! Excuse me. See if I can pick up some... What was I going to say? See if I can pick up some of the items to do breach pinnacles. Breach pinnacle, or what else could we do? I didn't think I'd be able to afford an invitation to the King of the Mists. That shit is... It was insanely expensive last season, at least, and I doubt it has gone down. You should play Last Epoch next. I consider it. I don't have anything against it. I think it's just a case of these games are notorious for the amount of time you have to invest into them. and I just do not know if I have the amount of time required to learn a whole new game. Look at that shit. Look at that. 4 Bone Storms is all it took to rinse that nerd. That was it. That was without Flame Wall too. I didn't even need Flame Wall for that. There's an expedition on this map as well. Where the fuck is that? Which Monster Hunter? I mean, World was insane. I was consistently getting maybe like 10 followers a stream while playing World. And I feel like if I went back to Wilds and played Wilds for a couple of weeks, I would pretty much get back to those same numbers. Wilds is still doing great numbers. Even when I was streaming it during its peak, I was getting higher than I expected for a game that was very popular. Banana? Thank you for the banana, Gutsy, and welcome in. How's it doing? You loving Path of Exile? Nah, I never seen you playing on Discord. Alright, listen here. I might play a little bit of this game. Maybe a little bit as a treat. Let's use our skill point, actually. I am not entirely sure where I want to path towards. I think of the pet pets as well. Actually, I know for a fact this is going to be the highest DPS. If I really wanted to be sweaty, what I would do is... Actually, I probably will do this, in fact. I'll go back, I'll respec these 2 passives, or respec it so that I don't have this passive and I have this one instead. Something like that is probably best for DPS. Sunflower, welcome in. How's it doing? It's good to see you again. Imagine liking PoE 2. Yeah, imagine. When you're close to partner, just do Gartic Phone for a week non-stop. My brother in Christ, if I genuinely did Gartic Phone for, I don't know, like 2 months straight, I could be partner. I'm not even joking. I consistently hit partner numbers when I play Gartic, and it is stupid. That's just Gartic, man. It is insane. I will legitimately get 70 plus viewers. I will look at that shit and I'll say, God, I fucking wish I got this on every game I played. God, I wish. It feels so good. And that is why I constantly think to myself, ooh, I want to go back to Gartic. I might be doing it this Sunday, actually. Normally I poll you guys for what we do Slowby Sunday, but it has been a while. My numbers have been bad. It is time to bolster them a little bit with some Gartic. Where's the fucking expedition? Where is the I've done 90% of this map and I have not found the expedition. I'm going insane. I was told there's an expedition on this map. There's a strongbox there at least. We found something. Oh, this is something cool as fuck I found. I was telling Spicy about this. You can use orbs on the strongboxes. I did not know that. Lurk doing some grocery shopping? Sounds good. Thank you for the lurk, Sunflower. Absolutely shredded the boss. This is literally... Okay. I am not kidding when I say I am so fucking proud of this build. I have been working on this for ages. I've been consistently going back, crunching numbers, going through Path of Building, looking at items, looking at the top builds, learning some stuff, but like this is not like anything else on the top builds. Nobody else that I am seeing is going for pain attunement here. And I'm flabbergasted. No one is doing this. I don't get why. This is insanity. This is so fucking strong. How are people not going for this? Are you an orange? Because you're very appealing. I love that, Gutsy. Thank you very much. So here's the deal. If you know nothing about Path of Exile, I'm about to give you the most basic rundown on why this shit is busted. So this says here, 30% less critical damage bonus when on full life. Okay, so you don't want to be on full life or you lose damage. That makes sense. 30% more critical damage bonus when on low life. So you might say, okay, so it's risk reward. The idea is if you're low on life, which means you're close to dying, you will have a lot of you'll have more damage when you crit. But there are 2 things here that you might be missing if you don't know anything else about Path of Exile. Number 1, I am playing as a Lich. The Lich can do this thing where their life cannot change while they have energy shield, which you can think of as like a second health bar. So what I do is I get my health low, so it is within the low range, so I'm getting this benefit, but then I still have my energy shield. And as you can see, this is nearly 7,000. That is 4 times what I have up here. It was more than 4 times my life. So by far, the majority of my defense is from my energy shield. So in reality, I'm not really risking anything by lowering my health. So that's the first thing. So first thing, I'm always on low life and it's not really risking anything. Secondly, this is not just an extra, this is not like 30%. This 30% here is different to, let's say, the 30% you'd get over here, or the 20% here. This is 20% increased critical damage bonus. That is different. Increased is not the same as more. Increased means it gets added to a number, and then increased is additive. More is multiplicative. So if I have like 100%, if I have, no, let's say 200% critical damage bonus, and I get this, that would only give me an extra 10% damage overall. Or even less, in fact. It'd give me even less than that. It'd give me very little, basically. This means that it is multiplicative. If I have, let's say, 200% damage bonus, and I get this, that is giving me an extra 60%. So it is insanely valuable. It is really, really strong, basically. It is like heroics, yes. Heroics on crack. Hey, Wazzy. Hey, Oka. It's good to see you. More is better than increased? Exactly. Exactly. That is how it goes. So, basically, I am always in range of this. I am sacrificing nothing for this. And in fact, being on low life is not just beneficial for pain attunement. Low life means that I get 20% more cast speed. 20% increased cast speed. And cast speed is usually quite hard to find. To put into comparison how important or how valuable 20% cast speed is, right here, this is giving me 16% increased cast speed. So less cast speed, and it is giving me a massive increase to the cost of my skills. So this is really strong. 20% increased cast speed is really strong. So you got 20% increased cast speed, 30% more critical damage bonus. And as if that wasn't enough, I'm wearing shoes that are giving me a massive increase to the rarity of items I find. So I'm getting all these benefits for being on low life. And no one else is doing this. Nobody else is going pain attunement. Pain attunement or final barrage. I don't understand it. These are both really, really strong. And it just feels like nobody wants to touch them. I can't figure out why. Like, if you go through the top 50 Bone Storm Lich builds, I think one other guy is using pain attunement. Everyone else is just going full life. And I'm like, yeah, sure, you're getting yourself an extra 1,000 life. That is a little bit extra for defense, but I feel like the potential for DPS is just so much higher if you go for the low life builds. But yeah, that is, what was I gonna say? That is why I've gone for that, and that's my current plan, my current build. Also, where the fuck is this expedition? Is it down here?
I need more time.
Like, I've gone through almost the entire map, and I've still not seen the expedition. Oh my god, here it is. The last place I've checked. Literal fucking corner of the map. Who needs more life? Just don't get hit. In most games, I would say, yeah, getting hit is a skill issue. In Path of Exile, getting hit is... Oh, go away. In Path of Exile, getting hit is, like, unavoidable. You will get hit. You will get hit a lot. That is why defense is so important. Alright. I need to figure out how we're pathing through here. Ow. Can you fuck off, please? One... Do like... one? Oh my god, can you please? Okay, fine. Heroics, but you have another health bar and it's max HP. Yes. Basically, yeah. It's heroics without the downside, basically. I mean, like, for most classes, they can't actually do this. There are only, I think, 2 classes I can think of that are capable of doing what I am doing right now. Both of which, actually. One is Infernalist, and the other is Lich. Infernalist can do it with a unique item, and Lich does not need that unique item to do it. So arguably Lich is better at it, but Infernalist gets some other cool shit as well. I actually want to try this on Infernalist. I think this may be a little bit stronger on Infernalist. but it'll have less survivability, so it's easy to die. We've got 1, 2, 3. Ha ha ha. 4. That's shit. Man, I do not like this layout. Alright, let's try... Let's try this. Well, not even that, actually. Maybe we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is not going to reach, is it? No. Damn. Yeah, this is a shitty layout. I hate this layout. I really dislike it. Oh. Maybe 1. Can I get this a little bit further to the left? 1. I can't reach the... Can't reach the blue over there. 2. 3. 4. Wait, I've used 5? Okay, hang on. God, this is a pain. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. Can I reach over here? No, gotta do this one. 4 and 5. I feel like that should be good. I didn't actually read what I'm adding. It can't be evaded, that's fine. Bleeding, that's fine. Lightning damage, will live. Oh, hits cannot be critical hits. That's gonna lower our damage by a lot. But it's still probably fine. And they gain 100% of damage as extra 5. Okay. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter if I die here. I have no experience. I've just leveled up, so I don't care. Whoop. I've got no mana. Hang on. Ow. Why am I not... Oh my god, I'm not critting. I am silly. I did not consider the fact that without crits, I don't actually generate mana. So I've made a little bit of a mistake. No, it's fine. Yeah, I should not have taken that at all. I was thinking to myself, oh, we can't crit. That's fine. It just means a bit less damage. But no, I need to do something really quick. I literally need to take these gloves off so I get mana back. Oh, fuck. Shit. Yeah, that was... You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. I actually can't be fucked even doing that anymore. I bricked that. I bricked that by going no crit. It's damage, base damage times total increase times 100% plus. Yes, yes, exactly. That is pretty much it. Makes less damage modifiers really bad. Exactly. Assuming it works the same way in PoE 1, which I think it does. It does indeed. As far as I'm aware, yes. I played a bit of PoE 1, and I'm pretty sure. I'm like almost 100% sure. Unless there is something I'm missing. Yeah, we don't talk about that. We do not talk about that bricking. That was really bad. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of considering getting rid of these gloves, honestly, because they are a bit of a problem. The fact that I am constantly draining mana because of my... Where is it? I'm constantly draining mana because of Necromantic Conduit, which means out of combat, I've got no mana. Might need to change up my flask for that. Maybe change it so it is instant recovery. Something like that could make it a little bit easier. Alright, let's just put everything away. Let's give this a second. Oh, that's not bad, actually. Is that... Okay, now it's bricked. Never mind. And then... I don't know, we'll chuck a couple things on this and then maybe... Whoop, put this up for sale as well if it's any good. Lol, it's not good. Never mind. And... Oh, fucking... I cannot click for the life of me. Ignore me. Ignore me. Heroic Speed, you don't have to no-hit every fight. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know why I'm just saying that. It's going to be rigged? Hey, don't call my bot out like this. How much damage does heroics actually give, though? I'm not sure. Alright, let's grab a map. What map do we want? Yeah, this is fine. This is just a random map. I want to just keep pathing right until we finish off all of our map passive points. So we need to find a bunch more corruptions and then a couple more of the unique maps. And after that, we can just start farming rarity. But God, it's so fucking grindy. Like, look at how far I have traveled right on the Atlas, just in search of corrupted nexuses for the sake of upgrading my Atlas. Like, I didn't even travel this far back in PoE 1, back in Season 1. Like, it's insane how far you have to go just to try and find corrupted nexuses for the sake of upgrading your passive. I know they're making it better next patch, but it's so bad right now. I'm gonna get you if I bust. Once you come here. Anyway, it was a nice stream. Nice to see you all. Thanks for coming. Goodbye. Nah. Yeah, I'm like looking through the fog. I'm trying to see if there's any corrupted towers, because that's usually the best way of seeing whether or not there is a corruption nearby, but I'm not seeing anything. So do not think there is. There was this place that I accidentally bricked because I put in a tier 16 that had, what was it? It was like players have reduced resistances, monsters have bonus fire damage, and something else. What is that? This is a random tree. Why can I see it in the fog? It looks special. I don't know what unique maps I'm missing, aside from the Essence one. I ran the Essence map, and then it did not autocomplete for me when I beat the final boss. And I could not figure out a way to unbrick it, so I just lost. I lost what should have been a free 2 Atlas points. And I was very sad about that. Yeah, there's just nothing. There's a bunch of Citadels that I can be doing, but I don't want to do Citadels yet. I want to max out my Atlas first. Max out Atlas, max out Strength, and make sure I can run them at like 300% Waystone Find. Because if we can max out our Waystones, then we get multiple chances at Keys, which means multiple chances at Arbiter, which means multiple chances at Make and Bank. I'm a brick you. Saw that coming. Hey, it was only in 19. It's not like he's getting an insane amount. Come on. You guys are too harsh on the dealer. Oh, I am missing my helmet. I guess I put that away. I hope I only put it away. If I got rid of it, I'd be very sad. No, it's it. Oh. Yes, this is me just lowering my health so that I am actually on low health for all of those effects we were talking about. And now I'm back to having 6,800 energy shield, and life is good. I do kind of want more energy shield, but I'm not really sure. Oh my god, I hate the Priest of the Sun. There's a fuck-off laser from off-screen. And especially if you've got bad mods on your map. Why is it not letting me display my thing and stuff? Okay, I'm back. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you for that, you know, very normal latency spike. I also fucked up the colors on my keyboard somehow. Now, give me a second, guys. Gotta fix it up. It's gonna annoy me if it's not flashing rainbow. There we go. Alright. Yeah, the servers have been kind of shit the past couple of days. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Makes me sad. But honestly, I've been getting pretty happy with the build. I think wave clear definitely needs a bit of help. And there's a few ways I can be achieving that. The number one option would be some kind of way of generating power charges. If we generate power charges, then we are able to get like these really big... Can I actually show it? No, I can't show it right now. If we can generate power charges, then we're able to call it frenzy charges to power charges. So that's sort of better in the sense that it is literally just using the 2 spells that I already use mostly for clearing anyway. And it will also work on bossing, whereas Profane Ritual only works if there are corpses, which most bosses do not have. But I'm not sure how much DPS it is actually adding to have power charge. Like, I don't fully understand whether or not the explosions that it triggers count as extra DPS. Oh yeah, and I've been showing it off a couple of times, but I only recently learnt, literally today in fact, that you can just use Orbs of Alchemy on strongboxes. So you see a normal strongbox, just chuck an Orbs of Alchemy on it. You chuck any Orb, in fact, not just Alchemy, but I've been finding normal strongboxes and just chucking Orbs of Alchemy on them. Then they get 4 mods, which means they get way better loot. And I feel like it's a worthy gamble. An Alch is worth a little bit less than an Exalt at the moment. So, in theory, as long as I'm getting at least something worth 1 Exalt from the strongbox, it's a worthwhile trade. And this is one of the good examples. Getting a bunch of superior gear means that I can immediately go and break it all down at the crafting bench. Was he fixed my keyboard? I don't want my Windows key switched to my alt. I want it back to how it used to be. I don't not know how the fuck you managed to do this, Josh. This is insane. You're very talented, clearly. I don't know why I'm explaining all of this. I feel like most people here do not know Path of Exile. Most people here do not care. They're just here to see Sloth yap. Maybe that is in fact why I do it. Sloth yapping equals Sloth good? Question mark. Like, there's 2 people that are watching me. Either the people who play Path of Exile and are just like, why are you explaining the basics? Or the people who don't play Path of Exile and are just like, Wazzy, I don't care. It makes brain turn off. I'm just here to watch you. You didn't do anything? Well, you clearly did something because it is not... Your keyboard does not normally just swap the function of your keys. It just switched. You must have done something. Have you somehow swapped to a different language, perhaps? Surely you can Google it. Who played PoE 2? Okay, I know you play it, John. I know you are. I am maybe being a little stereotypical. Man, I just work here. I just want to work on it. I'm just here listening while biking. Yeah. I mean, like, I've got nothing against the fact that people don't play it or understand it. In fact, I think it is really cool that people will still watch me, despite the fact that they don't know the game. I do just wish there was some way to get more people to, more of the people who actually watch the game to come and watch me. Like, it's a category I would like to grow in. I'm not sure if it's something that is just going to require me to get really good and potentially make a name for myself in the high scores, which is probably not going to happen. Or if there's some kind of other way, but I don't know, like, I watch people who play PoE, and half the time they're just not really engaging at all. And I'm not trying to slight any of the big content creators, but I just don't get the appeal. They're not talking, not engaging with their audience. Yeah, they are, I guess, doing well in the league. They are highly ranked, but is that what people want to see? Like, I guess that is never something I'm going to be able to match, especially once I go back to having a job, because I'm just going to be working most of the time. I don't have the amount of time I have now to grind. Even with my amount of time now, it's not enough. I can just leave if you just want people who plays. I was just saying I appreciate you. Oh, hey, look, we found some corruption. Found a corrupted nexus. Yummy, yummy. I love corrupted nexus. Me with my suspiciously corrupted nexus-shaped tummy. Why did I pick up a voltaic staff? Wait, does it have quality? No, it doesn't. Why the fuck do I have this? Let's see. Oh, I'll elk you. Augment, regal. Gold, crit, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. That's fine. Do I need heft? Don't know if I need heft. I want to experiment, see how heft goes here. Also, I need to check that I am on low life. I am, yes. My damage feels low. Oh, I was going to say, my damage feels lower than usual, but that's because I'm on low mana. There we go. See, I go to high mana, and immediately goes up by like 30k. When did Sunflower come here? Sunflower's been here a while. Alright, let's deposit you and... yeah, you, I guess. All we gotta do is get... oh, how many more? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 6 or 7, depending on if it wants me to complete a tier 16 Nexus. If it wants me to do a tier 16 Corrupted Nexus, then we have, what, 7 more to do? Otherwise, it's just 6. Also, I'm not sure how many unique maps I'm missing either. I know the answer is at least 1 because I haven't completed the Essence unique map. But other than that, there might not be anything like that. I feel like we can have a little guess. I'm missing 14 points. So, if I do... I get 2 points per completion. If I do 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, that's 12 points. Plus the crystal map. Okay, yeah. So it'll only ask me to go up to tier 15, and then there's the crystal map. And that's it. For Atlas skill points. But yeah, 14 points is a lot. I don't really know where I'm going to path with the rest of them. Pack size, I guess. Go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe? 7? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So I can't do all of that. Okay, I've got some plans. We have some ideas. Yeah, I'm not really sure where I want to take this build next. Like what my next gear goals are. Maybe... maybe a bit of focus. It's been a while since I upgraded my focus, actually. I think that is probably the cheapest piece of gear that I've got. What is it doing at the moment? Giving a bunch of energy shield, which is kind of nice, but I think the bonuses it's giving to spell damage and everything are quite low. I was looking at gloves because I was considering replacing the current ones now that I've got Unholy Might, which is draining my health. But honestly, once it actually gets going, it's fine. I think I really just need to supplement it with maybe a slightly different flask. It's a little bit better for my needs at the moment. Maybe something with just like instant recovery. Or faster recovery. I don't know. Maybe a better belt long term. But I don't know what a better belt looks like. Oh man, this guy actually has drains mana and what is it, proximal intangibility. The day off is ending. I'm back to IRL grinding tomorrow. I feel that. My days off will also soon be over. We'll be going back to the old grind zone. But I'm looking forward to it actually. It's going to be very nice to go back to doing what I am good at. Going back to programming. I fucking didn't bring any... what do you call them? I didn't bring any Scroll of Wisdoms. That's fine. I'll just run this. It's just got a suffix. Or an affix. Affixes and suffixes are reversed on strong boxes compared to maps, which is really annoying. Fine belt? No. That's garbage. Wait, did that have 3 slots? Oh, okay, fine, I'll pick it up. It could be decent if it's got 3 slots. I feel like 3 slots is the only time I pick up belts these days. Most of the time, belts are just crap. It is insanely hard for a belt to be good. It's got to have just insane amount of res, insane amount of like cost HP, 3 slots. Like, I was looking at belts, the only ones I found that were going for over a div literally had all 3 of their suffixes assigned to cost res. There was like 2 reses at plus 40, and there was like a chaos at plus 13 or something. There's some really insane rolls, and then that was going for like a couple of div. But even so, it required 3 near perfect affixes to be worth a div. And that was still, I think, 1 or 2 slots. So I guess if you get perfect rolls and then perfect slots, it's worth a lot. But that's just so much more to ask for than it is for any other piece of gear. Wait, is there a checkpoint? There's 2 checkpoints like right next to each other. What the fuck? Alright, go find... I can't get over this. We gotta go find Wally. Where's Wally? Honestly, Blink I think is going to be the best thing I've added to this build. It's insane just how good Blink feels. I was running this without Blink for ages, and I would just get constantly ganked by monsters and die, because it's like, okay, cool, I get interrupted before I can finish any of my channels. I just immediately die when more than 5 enemies are surrounding me. Dunlop, despite the fact that I have plus, what, like 50% stun res. How are you, by the way? I'm doing pretty good. I woke up really early, which was interesting. Wait, where the fuck is this nerd? Why is he not highlighted on the map? I swear to God. I woke up early, which was a change, and I've been pretty tired, but I've gone back to my old meds. So there's like, how do I explain this? I have 2 types of ADHD meds. I have my short acting and my long acting. I recently got put on a new dose of my long acting, and the first 3 days I took it, it made me super tired. It was really weird. Like, I was like dead certain it was the meds as well, because I was not it was the same tiredness I was having ages ago, and back then I was pretty confident with my meds. So anyway, I try it, I'm having really big tiredness. I'm like, alright, whatever, I tried it for 3 days, every day I'm tired, I'm like, alright, I'm not doing this again. So for the last few days, I've been just using my short acting, which is meant to be just as a top up. It's meant to be for when my long acting wears off. Where is this fucking boss, dude? Over here? Oh, he's over here. I need to know my map spawns better. Oh, he's not here. What the? I'm losing my mind. It's meant to be just as a top up, so it's like not as powerful. But it was enough to get me by for a couple of days. And then today I said, all right, look, I'm going to go back and see if taking a few days off was enough. And it seems like it has. It seems to have reset my tolerance for my meds mostly. And they worked really, really well today, which is really good. Very pleasant surprise. So yeah, I got through the vast majority of my day on my single dose. I haven't actually had a top up. I might actually, when the ads run in a minute, because I'm definitely feeling them wear off, and I've got... Actually, no, probably not. I've only got an hour of stream left. I do need to be doing my top-ups when I am about to stream, I think. Because I can really notice when I am... when they wear off, when my meds wear off. I returned. I'm afraid it's my time to go. I was like, see you guys tomorrow. Probably. No stress at all, Krieg. It's so good to see you again. I hope you have a great day, and yeah, fingers crossed I see you again tomorrow. Nice, nice. Yes. Flober. It is Flober. The Flober has blessed my chat. Oh my god, please. I swear to God. Just spawn, you actual nerd. Oh my god, this makes such a difference. That is insanity how much stronger Sigil of Power is. What is the buff? How much does the buff actually give? Why does it not actually tell me? When you deal damage from a hit, causes you to leech an amount. Wait, I thought you couldn't leech off spell casts. I don't know.
No.
I'm not thinking on that too hard. There's probably something I'm missing. Can't pick up those? Alright. Yeah, we'll leave behind that. I don't care. I don't feel like coming back just for one. Damn, you strong AF. We do be kinda bulky. Been hitting the gym. By gym, I mean the library. How are you doing, Joe? It's good to see you again. Is ads coming? Ads, what was he gonna say? Ad jail. Ads are coming in like a minute and a half. So yes, ads are coming. I may actually just go have a single dose of my meds, just to get me through the last hour of stream. Like, I can tell when my brain just starts farting and not working. I'm like, ah yes, this is because my meds have worn off entirely. It's probably a very good sign that I no longer feel the crash that I used to. It used to be a case of I would know when my meds wore off immediately because I would absolutely crash hard. But my tolerance is built up. Not tolerance. My... maybe tolerance? I've gotten so used to it that I no longer crash, which is a very good sign. And there you go, ad starting in just under a minute. They will run for 3 minutes, you get another hour of gameplay afterwards. Take a moment to have a stretch, grab something to eat, and grab something to drink. I'll catch you all after the ad break. I feel like I need to turn my little guy's gain up quite a... like, let's turn it up like a shitload. How does this go? That is just the gain on opening and closing the mouth. I feel like that's better. That is actually much better. I like that more. I got bronchitis. I love how you're just announcing that to everybody. Just like very proud, just like, I got bronchitis. But you don't have bronchitis. 40 foot of light, well, no, that's garbage. That is, I don't know. I can't be fucked. Why do I have you? Damn it. Why do I keep accidentally picking up white items? I don't give a fuck about whites. That is probably garbage. Do I have one already? No, I don't. Okay, it goes in the collection. Mana. This is some decent rolls. You know what? You are blessed with a Regal Orb. Do I care about that? Maybe. I'll put you in. I'll see if anyone buys that. Plus to armor is... that's a mid-roll on armor. Stun threshold? Okay, no. You failed me twice in a row. Get salvaged. Put you away. I need... I don't have any, actually. No Scrolls of Wisdom. Who sells them? You sell them. I was right. There we go. We're just going to buy a full stack of Scrolls of Wisdom. We carry them with me at all times. I'm going to put that gem away. I'm going to put this one here instead. And I think we are good. Wisdomless. This is true. The sloth has no wisdom. Alright, those ads are starting in just a second. There they go. Alright. I'm going to really quickly run, go pop some pills, as the kids say, and I'll be right back. Do I leave you guys here? No, I'll leave you guys on the BRB screen. But I will give you music this time. I will not leave you on the BRB screen silently. Thank you for the lurk, Varney. Alright, catch you guys on the other side. Forgot that I also prepared myself grapes. I had a whole bunch of grapes. I washed them. I put them in a bowl. I was so ready to eat them. I left them out on the counter. So I brought those in now. I now have grapes. I fucking love grapes, man. Top 2 fruit all time. Right alongside apple. Apples are fucking fire as well. Purple grapes, green grapes. I'm a green grape kind of guy. I've had my red grapes. We call them red grapes over here. I know they are purple, but we call them red. Do not ask why. Ew. If you were anybody else, Sunflower. If you were anybody else. I forgot to buy apples. This is your helpful, your helpful sloth next door, reminding you of all the things you forgot. I don't like green grapes. That is fair. Everybody has different tastes. Some people have good tastes. Other people don't like green grapes. Can't help it. What have I missed on chat? Maybe people worry that I have a lung infection. Got to clear shit up. I mean, that's what coughing does. It just clears your lungs up as well. So good luck clearing up the dinosaur in your throat. Pop some pills. Yes, Joa. Yes, I did say that. I'm doing fine. How about you? I'm doing fine as well. I am doing, in fact, good, I would say. I had a good day. I had a good day because I spent the entire day playing Path of Exile. It was so nice, actually. It's been a while since I've felt like I've had a day as good as this. I did nothing, really, other than play Path of Exile. Actually, I got some stuff done. I got some cleaning done as well. I was pretty happy with that. It's been a while since I felt as motivated as I have today to do cleaning. So I was just cleaning the bench, did the dishes, did some washing, cleaned out Scuttle's litter, did a bunch of little things. It was not super duper mega ultra productive, but I spent like a good hour doing some cleaning and I was pretty happy. And again, I think it's largely because my meds were just working, which they are again now. Wow, I feel so much better. It is genuinely insane how much the meds can change. What was I gonna say? Like, genuinely, my mood will shift drastically. I am less anxious. I feel more awake. I feel like my brain is just working better. All these things that I just assumed were, I don't know, unavoidable, just part of being me. And now looking back my entire life, I'm just like, holy fucking shit. I have been fighting for my life trying to deal with being ADHD for so long. It has actively hindered me in so many different ways, and now I know what it is like to be fully functional. I think a lot back on high school in particular, because god fucking hell, I struggled in high school. Genuinely just everything between the routine, the requirements, concentrating in class, and especially concentrating on homework. It was just so much effort. It was, oh my fucking Christ, I nearly lost all of my health. How? What the fuck just happened? I lost about 80% of my energy shield in a single hit. Like, that is, I lost probably like 5k shield to a single hit. And it needs to be said, that is not, like, 5k damage is a lot on its own. But that is through 25% damage reduction. And if that was Chaos, which I think it was based on the hit splat, that was also 23% resisted, which is admittedly not as high as I would like. Chaos resist is by far my biggest drawback and something I'm trying to fix up, but fucking Christ, I nearly died. Anyway, yeah, I feel like Chaos damage is really the only thing that kills me now. Like, I have 75% resist against everything else, and Chaos damage not only is my least resistant, it also does double damage to energy shield. So if I got hit for like 2k energy shield, 2k Chaos damage, that deals 4k to my energy shield. Or if an enemy was going to hit me for 5k pre-resistances, if I had max resistance, that would only deal like 1,250. But now it is dealing, I think, like over 3,000. So there's a very, very big difference. Anyway, I got ADHD trapped again. Yeah, school. I struggled so much in school. And I still got what was, I don't know, it was a good grade. I did very, very well in school, but I can't help but think about how much better I could have done. Like, I did worse than everyone else in my family. I did worse than everyone in my friends group. And it's not really anything I actively give a fuck about anymore. Because, I mean, the only purpose of it was really to get me into university. I got into the university I want. I did the course that I want. I am now in a career that I enjoy. Oh, strongbox. Unique strongbox. Yeah, anyway, I'm in a course, I'm in a line of work that I enjoy, blah, blah, blah. But I just think back, I'm just like, god damn, that was such a struggle, and now I know why. I wonder how different my life would have turned out. Probably not very. I think I would have ended up doing the same thing and ended up in the same place I am now, but it's weird to think. For some reason we call them red onions rather than purple. That is fair, yeah. We just have weird names for things. We have weird names for things, like Worcestershire. Oh, this guy revives 5 times. That's interesting. Alright. 2. And... yeah, we just keep killing this guy. Hopefully he drops something good by the end of it. Nope. He does not. God, I know that they are introducing fixes to loot. Well, I say fixes. They are making a change that improves loot. What the fuck was that again? It was chaos. I saw the fucking purple exploding plant thing. Every fucking time. I need to improve my chaos resistance, but I have no fucking way of doing that. I'm going insane. Okay, it is a lie to say I have no way of doing that. I have ways of doing it, but that means giving up damage or giving up something else, and I am unwilling to compromise. I just want free chaos resistance. Hell, yeah, the only way I can really get chaos resistance is to either sacrifice some damage and not... either sacrifice damage, sacrifice rarity of items, or... what is the third option? Pay a shitload of money. Like several div for a belt that gives me like an extra 10% resistance. Yeah, I don't know. I will figure out a solution. Oh. Shut up. Dinosaur in throat. Yeah, it was a joke that I was cracking in Nat's chat earlier. When Barney was over there very proudly announcing the fact she had bronchitis, I was just like, I love that dinosaur. And I thought it was pretty funny at the time. That's why earlier when Barney was... yeah, somewhere between the 400th and 500th time telling everyone she has bronchitis. I was just like, oh, I really want to remake the joke. I want to repeat the joke I made like 10 minutes ago. But I should have saved it. I should have saved it for my audience. Instead of give it to Nat, and Nat just doesn't appreciate my jokes. I might actually just end up giving up some item find. Which will feel bad because god fucking damn, I get no fucking money as it is. I'm already finding no items, but... what? Yeah, gearing is just a treadmill in this game. The gear treadmill. You get good gear, it gets you a little bit further. Allows you to make just enough money to purchase slightly better gear. But to be fair, I'm acting like I'm doing very poorly. I'm acting like my build is doing absolutely atrocious when it is just insane right now. It has been rinsing people. It has been rinsing people? It's been rinsing enemies. I do have another idea in terms of getting my power charges. So I'm going to have to see how that works out. Let me catch up on chat, actually. I've been on a little bit of a tangent here. I know why that made me think of a fucked up Monster Hunter mod. What did you think of, Justin? Justin, tell us all about the mod. What was the mod, Justin? Tell the class. Come on, care to share? Let's alk. No. Fuck, you cunt. Oh! I was trying to use the alk on it, and then I fucked up. God damn it. I wanted to use the alk, and then we would yap for a little bit as I looked at the mods. And instead, the right-click did not register, and I did not get the alk. I right-clicked the alk, left-clicked the strongbox, and then the alk did not work. And I tried clicking away, but it was too late. I could have hit W, A, S, or D, which is what I would normally do to cancel a movement, but I had a grape in my hand. So, I don't know, something gluttony. the pitfalls of gluttony. Instead, all I get out of it is like 3,000 gold. I fought 500 waves of monsters for a strong box, and all I got was this lousy pile of gold. Does Chaos deal double to ES? I am fairly certain it does, yes. I'm almost certain. Yeah, it removes twice as much energy shield. Yeah. I knew I was not hallucinating that. Anyway, who is the boss? Oh, this is gonna be the Bell dude. Yeah, the Bell Crow. They say the Black Crow, but it's whatever the Bell dude was. Was it even in my chat where I made him look like a god for giving us music? I did read that. I chose to ignore it because you're making fun of me. You're using hyperbole to act as if I am greater than I am for just sharing music. Are you constantly taking mana and healing potions, or you're stealing HP and mana from something? I do... Actually, no. I was going to say I do have mana on kill on my wands, but that was my old wands. So, if I am... So, I currently have a setup where, because of my gloves, if I don't crit, then I am getting no mana regen. So, if my mana is just draining, then I'm using a mana potion to regen it. Otherwise, if I'm in combat, I just have enough natural mana regen that it is positive. So, like, it's going down at the moment. There we go. I got a crit. Boom. Back to normal. Back to your regularly scheduled feeding. Alright, nerd. Hey, get the fuck back here! Can we kill him before he phases? Wouldn't that be funny? No, he's got health that he can't go below. They've hard capped it so he has to go through all his phases. That's bullshit. He literally becomes invulnerable if you deal too much damage. I count that as a win, you know what? We did enough damage to make him go down to a failsafe. So, fuck you, Black Crow. I call purple grapes grapes, but I call green grapes green grapes. Yeah, we do the opposite here. Or at the very least, I and everyone I know does. Maybe different parts of Australia do it differently. That's not for me to say. Other parts of Australia do lots of things wrong, so it would not surprise me if they do that wrong as well. Yeah, I'm not going to look over anything. Looking over things is the exact thing I'm trying to avoid doing. Okay, that's why it's not working. Yo, it's the cultist crown. It's cultist. Oh my god, I love cultist. I miss cultist 70. Where's cultist 70 at? We need to give her her crown. Oh yeah, this is a garbage one. Damn, someone's gonna have to tell cultist her crown sucked, and we got rid of it. A tier 2? Okay, fuck you. I'm not even gracing you with an augment. That just goes away. Do I go back for the one rare? No, I'm lazy. Got 1, 2 till the Nexus. Extra packs of mobs would be nice for the breach, but I'm also not going to sweat on a breach where I've not applied a bunch of what are they called? Towers on it. What's this? This is fine. Monsters have more life, but I do enough damage to one-shot them anyway. The one thing I have noticed is that my crit chance has actually gone down heaps. Like, my crit chance is at 63%. These used to be 75. I don't know what I've done wrong. I think when I crit, my crit chance goes up. That might just be my crit damage. I'll figure it out. Let's have a look. Hey. Don't drain my mana. I need that. No, it's still 63%. Yeah, that's pretty low. I need to get higher crit chance. I've seen some people who have it as high as, I think like 97, 98 on Lich, on this exact build, which is, well, not this exact build, on a different build, but that's wild because I do not know where they are getting it from. Maybe they're just smarter than me. I know their builds do less damage because I literally calculated. I brought it into a path of building and their builds are just worse than mine. What the fuck? Did you see that? Can someone... Okay, you know what? No. I want to make sure that I just lost 7,000 energy shield in 2 hits immediately. I am rewatching that shit. Fuck that. I am rewatching. Ah, okay, no. No, it was... Sorry, it was not 2 hits. I did not actually die in 2 hits. I died in 1. I literally just died in a single fucking hit. How? How the fuck did I just die in 1 hit? Wait, what the fuck? I don't understand. At the moment I get hit, I have 5,800 shields. Something quite literally just hit me for, what, like 8,000 fucking damage. Why does it say it was clipped by Sin? What the fuck? That is so weird. Anyway, I am done crashing out. That is just weird. Oh, wait. Nightbot does clips as well now. Now double clips. That is too much. 2 clips is too many clips. What the fuck, man? Like, I know that was chaos, but holy fucking Christ. You're telling me that I literally can just be one-shot. Fuck, oh my god. That is a little frustrating. Oh, wait, now my life needs to be reset. I just realized. God fucking damn it, dude. Alright, I need to clear out all the enemies here, and then I can actually reset my health. If I reset my health while there are enemies around, if I try to do that, then I will absolutely just die. It's a terrible fucking idea. I also got this as Mary Spirit that I'm trying to track as well. Okay, hang on. There we go. Alright. Level of resistance in AEST builds effectively means to start off taking double. I know, but Jesus fucking Christ. I'm shocked. I would understand taking a significant chunk of damage, but 5,000? And I am playing a Lich with 25% damage resistance. Like, 25% of damage bypasses my energy shields? Am I... Like my cast speed is... Oh, no, fuck you, stupid asshole. I was not paying attention. Yeah, I'm at low... Okay. I don't know, man. I'm shocked because... Why are you taking no damage? Crit resistance, of course you are. I'm just like... 5,000 through... You know, admittedly not the most, but still 23% resist. Plus 25% just damage reduction in general. Like, what is that? Can someone crunch the numbers on that? Because that is just bonkers. So what would be, what, like, let's do this actually. 5,000 times 1.25 times 1.25. That means that did 7,800, oh, divided by 2. That did 3,900 damage. Like, that is disgusting. How the fuck can you say that does 3,900? That is accounting for the fact that it will do double energy shield damage. I just... Oh my god. Unless I've done something wrong with my math, There's no fucking way a single attack should deal 3,900 chaos damage. This is so fucked up. I mean, would I have even survived that? How much would I have needed to survive that? It did at least 3,900. There's technically more there because I had... Well, like, how much health was I on? I was on like 400 or 500 health. So in reality, that did, what, over 4,000 damage. It just did way fucking more. So, well, no. I will just continue to crash out over the fact that this game just continues to one-shot me. If I had a lot more experience to lose, I'd probably be a lot angrier than that. But I don't know. Like, something is clearly wrong. I refuse to believe that's not a bug. There's just no way you can look me in the face and say, yeah, you should be one shot at near full energy shot. If I had negative resist, then fair enough, but I don't. So I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. I probably will just have to ditch my current boots. I do like Wonder Trap because it's giving me so much extra item find, and God fucking knows we need it when we are being spoon-fed loot. I have seen 3 div. I have seen 3 div in how many hours of play? How many fucking hours have I put into... Oh, can you check the hours you put into a character? There is chat commands. Hang on. I'm looking this up. Yeah. That is... Okay, yeah. That is a lot more than I thought. I'm kind of indicting myself here. That game assumes all damage is going to be reduced by 75% roughly. I mean, that's fair enough for elemental resistances, but chaos resistance is notoriously hard to get to the point where people will usually, like, at least from my experience, from what I've read, people will say, usually you don't have to have it capped because it is so much harder to find. Like, gear that gives chaos resistance will give a pittance compared to other resistances. You will usually be looking at getting like 13 to 18% chaos res on gear, and that is good. Whereas for every other piece, you'll have like 40% plus. Like, look at this. This is giving me 43 fire, 44 lightning. What is this? It's giving me actual resistances. Like, this gives me... Most of my shit's unique, which kind of makes it hard to compare. Like, this is like 35, 25. This is one of my only sources of chaos res, which is 13%. And then I've got 10% from the Act 3 vial. And... Oh, I'm trying to think what else there is. That's it, actually. Lol, never mind. 10% from the Act 3 vial, 13% from that. That Chaos Inoculation was so popular in the first one. I mean, it's super popular here as well. The reason I'm not running it, though, is because my character actively needs health. Even though I am on low health. Like, number one, I can't be low health if I run Chaos Inoculation. But number two, my mana regen is actually based off of my health because of a passive on my Ascendancy. But like, look at that. I just tanked that fire attack in the face. It did nothing to me. It did nothing because I've got 75 fire res and because it's not stupid. I would understand taking more damage than that from chaos, but Jesus Christ. I mean, one of the big changes that they got right in patch 0.2 at least is that you don't just immediately lose a map the second you die. Which is good when the amount of bullshit in the game is still just unacceptably bad. Yeah, shitty breach. That is fine.
Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, the play is probably going to be swap out my boots, because I don't think they're giving me any resistances at all. I'm actually getting the majority of my resistances from Grand Spectrums in my skill tree. I've got 3 Grand Spectrums, which is admittedly pretty nice. But each of these represents a slot that is not going towards elemental... not going towards a DPS duel. And these can give me like 5 to 10% extra DPS. And that's the second Grand Spectrum. That's the third. What do I have? I mean, these are kind of shitty at the moment anyway. Like, what is this doing? This is really only giving me the crit on... What does this give? This gives, like, the crit chance and crit spell damage bonus, which is nice. And this is, like, the same, pretty much. I don't care about the other two. This is the really good one. I don't understand how I got this. This is going for, like, several div. I feel like I got this for... I think I got this for, like, 30 or 40 exalt. Just chuck this in the phylactery. Increase cast speed, increase spell damage, increase crit bonus, and then just this random shit on accuracy, minion accuracy, which I don't give a fuck about. Yeah, 3 max rolls is really fucking good. I'm going to look into getting some better jewels though. There are a few spots on the tree that could just benefit from a good upgrade. And especially if I do eventually source my elemental resistances from gear, if I drop any of the uniques, then it'll be really good to have better use for those results. As it stands though, the jewels are getting prohibitively expensive. I was looking on the trade market today, and any jewel similar to that one that I've got in my phylactery, they're going for like several div. And that would still only represent like a 10% DPS buff at most. Oh. Big spooky damage won't be too bad with only 10%. Keeping around 50% big significant amount. Yeah, I mean, that was a good point, because getting resistances scales exponentially well. It is the opposite of increasing damage. When you're decreasing something, the more you have, the better. It's like we're taking, what, 77% at the moment? If we got that up to 50%, then we are taking, 50%. So that effectively halves the damage that we're taking, just from another 27%. And if we get the full 25% again, then it's a quarter. So we've halved it yet again, which is just fantastic. But yeah, as I've said, I'm pretty sure at the moment the only thing that ever kills me is chaos. You've seen that I'll just constantly tank other shit. It's chaos, or it's when I run a really stupid map with bad mods, which I've done twice. I think both times we're on corrupted nexuses for some unfathomable reason. I'm just an absolute moron who runs the worst maps he has on corrupted nexuses. What were they? One of them was... one of them was like, players have minus 50% to resistances. Enemies deal like 80% damage as bonus fire damage. Area has patches of burning ground. And I was legitimately getting 2-tapped. I got 2-tapped through all of these resistances at 75% fire res. Like, in hindsight, I absolutely should have massively overcapped going into that map. But I was stupid and did not, and got absolutely obliterated. The amount of times I've messed up myself with bad map mods is kind of funny, yeah. The amount of times that I will not pay attention, roll into a map with temporal chains, and then just immediately quit out is too high to count. I do make sure now, at least. We have a whole tab for temporal chain jail. All these guys, all these fuckers. If it's got temporal chain, it goes in here. Speaking of temporal chain, let's see if we roll any more. Talk to you first. I control clicked you, you piece of shit. Why do I keep picking up commons? I don't fucking care. I do not wish to craft on you. Any of these magic? Yes. Any common? Oh, normal. Do not know why I thought they were common. And... oh fuck, I could have augmented this. Oh, and it rolled rarity as well. 97% rarity. Wait. Now I'm gonna waste exalts on it because it's good. Fuck. Oh, whatever. Alright, you go on high rarity. Did these have increased rarity? You do, actually. You go over. You go over. That's low rarity. I'll go here. Wow. None have temporal, at least. That's good. It feels... Why did they buff it? Like, it was a shitty mod last patch, but it was like, okay, you know what? I'll run this. It's fine. But now it's like, how much is it? It's like 35% or something? It doesn't say. But it's really bad. You are so fucking slow. It's unplayable. I ran it twice. The first time was because I didn't realize. I was like, okay, you know, this is kind of shitty, but whatever. And then the second time was because what did I do? I rolled it onto, it might have been a corrupted Nexus because I wasn't paying attention. And I'm like, okay, well, I've got to play through this now. I can't quit back out. And it just feels so bad. It's unplayable. Need to throw it off a cliff? Revert it back to how it was. It sucked beforehand, but it was doable. Honestly, I mean, the biggest problem is just that you feel so slow in this game in general. The speed is atrocious. You are moving at a snail's pace at the best of times, so making that even worse is just completely unnecessary. I don't get why it is here. Oh, man. If I remove this, I'm going to have to reassign a bunch of passive nodes. It will give me more energy shield at least. I can get more energy shield, more move speed, more resist. Maybe a little bit of rarity to make up for what I've lost. But yeah, I just go down so much. I feel with the current state of item find, you need as much item find as possible. So if I drop that and I don't make it up somewhere else, I go down to like, what, 19% rarity, which is not good. Does not feel good. That's entirely from Adzeris. I just realized I haven't corrupted this. I could, in theory, corrupt this. But I don't have a backup, so maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that would be... Changing this would be a good source of more chaos resistance. Or if not directly chaos resistance, then I could get, like, lightning resist and some fire resist. If I stack it with lightning and fire res, then... Well, the good thing is I can just put chaos res sockets in everywhere else. How much do they cost, actually? Would that just be insanely expensive? +7 to chaos res. I thought it was +8. Ugh. Blech. Awful. It's worse because I'd be putting it into gear that I wouldn't be sure I'd be running in the near future. Oh well. Oops. Are we up to the corrupted nexus? We are. Alright. Alright, alright. What does this give us? Man, my chat overlay is still too hard to read. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try making it a little more transparent. No, I still can't read it. Alright, I need to figure out a better solution with my chat overlay. I keep saying this, and I just have not yet. What does this give? Patch size, shock ground, -10 to res. I don't like that. Not with my current chaos res. Extra experience. Extra chaos, no thank you. If you had to put your face in a bowl filled with any liquid, what would you choose? I swear to God, Gutsy, at some point I'm going to demand an answer for all of these strange questions. Elemental Venus. Yeah, I run this. This is fine. This actually does not. I don't care about this all. Peach iced tea. Bro, I had to double check that was you saying that, Sunflower, and not Reverie. That is such a Reverie answer. Oh, fuck. It doesn't even have 4 mods. Just kill me now. I swear to Christ. Fuck it. I don't care. Don't roll temp chains. Did I roll... Okay, good. I rolled... I think it was monster packs or something. I rolled a prefix at least. I love peach iced tea. That is literally all Reverie drinks. The doctors... She's going to go to the hospital one day and the doctors are going to find blood in her peach iced tea veins. But for the question... Oh my god, a bowl of liquid. That's such a weirdly specific scenario. It's like, it's not a drink, it's not a cup. It's not anything you would regularly drink out of. It's a bowl of liquid. I choose Coke so I get a mouthful of it. I guess coffee. Actually, I think coffee is good. I can imagine a little latte art of a sloth. I don't know why it's in a bowl, but that is not for me to question, I suppose. Oh, that's right. I wanted to make some changes to my build, just a teeny bit. Because things are... We're having some problems with really dense waves. Hot coffee or cold coffee? I think for this scenario, hot, just because I'm imagining the latte art. Although normally I prefer cold brew. I'm a big cold brew coffee guy. What was I doing? That's right. No, gems. I want gems. Skill. We want... Profane ritual. Alright. Watch this, guys. This is smart. I think I'm quite smart for this one. So here's the deal. Here's the stitch. We are using Profane Ritual. Normally this deals a significant amount of damage in an area, and it eventually consumes the corpse you cast it on and gives you a power charge. Normally this lasts 2 seconds, and after the 2 seconds is up, you get your power charge. But 2 seconds is a long time. If we're out here killing monsters, we don't want to sit around 2 seconds before we get our power charge. So we use fast forward. That lowers the skill duration. Oh, now it's 1.4 seconds. We put in intense agony. That lowers it down. Now it's 1 second. We put in this. Now it's down to 0.52 seconds. Half a second. And I am pretty sure I actually got this lower. I'm pretty sure I found a way to get this even lower, and I can't recall. I don't know how I got it lower, but I swear I got it down to like 0.4. I was pretty sure I had this at 0.4 at one point, but maybe not. I wonder if the order matters at all. I would assume not, no. I mean, 0.5, half a second is pretty decent. I could have sworn there was a way I did this even better, though. I don't remember. Yeah, we're gonna try, just for shits and gigs. I'm gonna see if I can figure out. I could just be... Wait, do I have something that's increasing the duration of my skills? No, because it's at a 2-second default. Reread the question? You had to put your face in a bowl filled with any liquid. Oh, put my face. Oh, I get it. Oh. I see how you mean it now. I thought you literally meant, like, if I had to have a bowl of liquid and it had to have my face in it. Okay, this does change it. In that case... Probably like a caramel shake of some sort. Caramel thick shake. There we go. Alright, I was gonna look up duration. Look on Profane Ritual. I mean, this could be kind of useful. This is dealing damage based on my mana, but I don't really think I care that much. We've got that. We've got Swift Affliction. Oh, it was Swift Affliction, Overabundance, and Fast Forward. That was the 3 I was using. Yeah, that's the problem. I've got the wrong one. Ah. I knew I got this lower. I was, like, dead certain that I remembered correctly. What? Wait, this is actually better? Oh man, I'm wrong? Wait. Oh, whoops, wrong one. I wonder if... Do different levels of the skill... Hang on. Do different levels of the skill give different durations? No, that's still 2 seconds. Actually, let me look this up. Profane Ritual. I'm gonna have a peek. I'm gonna see. So I could have sworn I got this down to 0.4 seconds. I could have sworn that was there. No, it's apparently always 2 seconds. So how did I do this? Unless I gave it 4 slots, which I don't think I did. No. I mean, that is something I could do. I could get a greater skill gem, but I feel like that's a waste. Alright, you know what? We're just going to run with what we've got for now. This is probably fine. I'll see if 0.52 is too much.
Mark off heresy.
That's still pretty quick. Oh, I think I know what the problem is, actually. I think last time it was because I had it set to cast on crit. So actually, let me try something here. Let's say I turn off Convalescence. Okay, I actually have to go back. Those people are probably here to actually watch me clear maps and shit. But we are... Fuck it, we theorycraft. Fuck it, we go back to an idea I had ages ago that didn't quite work out, but was really close to working. Let me see if I can get it working. Where am I going? Here. Cast on... Her. Oh, I swear to Christ, Here we go. Cast on critical. Alright, if I equip this... This only has 3 slots. Okay, so I did not end up spending a greater support gem. A greater Jeweler's Orb on this. But if I take this... Profane Ritual here. I'm gonna guess it is... Yeah, now it's down. The cast time is in fact down. I knew it. I knew I was not going insane. Oh my god, I'm vindicated. I feel so vindicated right now. And... yeah, this is the best way to lower the duration. Now it's down to 0.44. Okay. Oh, you know, that's the cast time. Oh my god, the whole time I've been looking at the cast time. The ritual duration is actually longer now. Okay, you know what? Never mind. This is still fine because this lets me experiment with some cast on crit shenanigans. This requires 100 spirit. Holy shit. Alright. I need to experiment with some stuff. Alright, I've got a plan. I have another plan. I'm going to waste all my currency on something that probably will not work out. But fuck it if I didn't say... you can't say I didn't try, at least. You get... I don't want... You know what, I'll take 5. 5 is fine. If it's at market rate. There we go. 10% reduced reservation. That means it only requires 90. I need 5 more. So if I take out... If I put this in, swap this out, we now have just enough. Okay, I don't have blink anymore, but that is fine. We can still just like experiment with this, see if it works. Also, do I have any higher level spirit gems I can put in? I have a level 18. That's something, at least. And the last thing is... I think it's Impotence is the name of the support gem. No. Impetus. I was so close. I was so close, yet so far. I will swap this out for this. We'll see if this works. Alright, alright, alright. I actually should not be testing this out in a Nexus. A corrupted Nexus. Because if I fucking die, I will rage quit. I will end stream. Alright. Okay, it's kind of working. I might have cooked here, chat. Not having blink is annoying, but we have ways around this. I have plans for this. Alright. The plan is basically, I kill an enemy. When I kill an enemy, it's because I crit them. Because I crit, it gives me cast on crit, which triggers my ritual, triggers profane ritual, which gives me a power charge, which means that I get better wave clear, which means that I go back to killing just groups of enemies. It should theoretically self-sustain indefinitely. Against big mobs, against big packs of mobs, it should work. Ow. It does work, alright. Mostly. We still need a little bit more energy generation, and I have a couple ways to get that. Hello, Lone Blade. Welcome. Ah, what have I done? Whoop. How did I do that? I think I have a hotkey set to end stream. I don't know what it is. So I somehow just hit that. But hello, Lone Blade. It's good to see you again. How's it going? Ignore my scuff. There's nothing changed to what it was. At the very least, you come in, you see the scuff, you'll say, alright, I'm in the right place. The day I have no scuff on stream is the day you'll have to worry that I've been good at it. Yeah, the energy generation in this is pretty good. Oh, we got an Asmiri Spirit. The things that give me no fucking loot.
Let's do this.
Yeah, look at this go. That's pretty cool, actually. Ow, 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 please don't. Alright, this works. Mostly. If I can get the energy generation up a little bit more, I think it would be perfect. Energy gen, or actually, the funny thing is the scales just directly with damage. So if I get my crit chance or crit damage up, that means I crit more and harder, that gives me more mecha. Also, I need to remember to actually keep my arcane circle. I don't actually get it automatically anymore. Oh my god, what the fuck is causing all of this? I can't see shit. Oh. Dead already. And it dropped no loot again. Nothing changes. Man, when are they dropping patch, what is it, like 0.2G? The one that it's actually going to give us loot. I'm glad that it's taken like a full month of the league for GGG to add loot to it. But it's wild to see people out here listing items for Mirrors of Calandra. I'm like, I don't even think mirrors exist in the game at this point. I have seen 3 Divine Orbs, 2 Perfect Jeweler's Orbs, and that is in nearly a week of playtime. Oh god, oh god. I mean, the build works, but there's so much to fucking manage. I have to make sure I'm keeping my arcane tempo up. I have to make sure I am keeping my power charges up. I think the power charges will be fine once I get a decent amount of energy generation. Oh god. And then Arcane Tempo is just not hard. I just need to cast Bones. I need to be casting Bone Cage more often. Which I really should be doing anyway, honestly. I think the gameplay loop should probably be Bone Cage and then Bone Storm. If the enemy stop going below ground. Bone Cage, Bone Storm seems to be the play. Another level 19 skill gem. They say you can't sleep when someone's dreaming of you. I had trouble sleeping last night, so was you dreaming of me all night long? God damn it, my dreams are giving me away. I can't believe this. Hey Envy, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Yes, it is morning for you. Good morning. Getting ready for work? Heading to work? At work? Hell, maybe you're not even going to work today. Maybe you have the day off. I don't know how I don't know what work you do. I don't know how your scheduling works. Yeah, if this crits, it actually just gives me like free charges. This is kind of sick, actually. I like this. Alright, I've got plans. Alright, guys, chat, I have a plan. This is a smart plan. This is a very smart plan. Get your little Waziga smugs in chat. I wish I had the day off. Good morning, I'm at work. You're at work, alright. Wish you had the day off. If you ever need, give him my number. Give him my number. I am your emergency contact. You are sick in bed. I'm happy to take care of you. If they question why it's an Australian number, I don't know, I'll yell at them or something. We'll figure out an excuse. Alright, I think this is good. This should work. Alright. So now, if I want to blink, that happens. And then... Okay, you're meant to swap over. And then I swap over to this whenever I want to... Okay, I see. But then there is one piece of the puzzle missing. Can I don't have like a punch skill. Alright. I have a plan. My plan has almost worked. My plan to have 2 different skill sets for... Oh, whoop. Actually, you know what? Let's go back. Let's go back so I can finish this up. Go hydrate, Wazzy. Thank you, Marissa. I will do that. Yeah, here's the plan, guys. I do not have enough spirit to use all of my skills on the same set. I cannot use Blink, Convalescence, and Cast on Critical all at the same time. So the plan is going to be, whenever I actually want to teleport, whenever I want to use Blink, we swap to the Brimstone Chiming Staff, and then we blink. So what we need to do is bind a skill to the Chiming Staff, so that we press it and then we blink. I do not know what that skill will be though. I need something that's going to be like instant to cast, basically. And preferably a very low level, so it doesn't use any real amount of mana. What can that be? Something with like no cast time. I know some people use shields for this. People use shields for this strat, and because Ray's shield has like no cast time. But we can't use shields alongside the Chiming Staff, so it doesn't work. I wonder if trying to use Hex Blast with no valid target would work. Probably not, I would assume. You know what, just to try. Just to test something. Okay, it's not working because I don't have enough mana. That's fine. Okay, no, it still casts. It still casts even though... Fuck off, ads. It still casts even though I do not have a valid target for it. That's fine. I give them your number if I don't even have it. Send me them digits. Don't actually, unless... Haha. Peep DMs. There's not going to be anything there because I have not done it. Man, imagine. Imagine actually giving you my number and then you actually texting me. Despite the fact there is literally just Discord, which is 300 times less expensive. It's like you send me a text message just like, hey, how's it going? And that's going to run you like $3 trillion. I'd actually be kind of worried. I wonder, if I type my phone number into the internet, is that going to be enough to dox me? I'm trying this right now. I'm typing my phone number into the internet. And because my keyboard does not show you the numbers as I type, you guys don't know what my number is. Okay, no, it does not. There's no way to find me from my phone number as far as I can tell. Maybe there's some really insane shit that you can do with your SecOps. Or is it OSINT is what they call it. Open source intelligence. People who are good at OSINT can find out literally anything about you. Unless you got your number linked to like Facebook or something. Bro, I don't even use Facebook. I technically have an account. My funny story, actually. Here we go. I was at my mum's the other day. It was on my birthday. I was just hanging out. And she's just like... Oh, God, I nearly said my first name. Not like people don't know anyway. She's like, Wazzy, have you checked your Facebook today? People are wishing you happy birthday. I was like, oh, cool. No, I have not checked. I don't use Facebook. She's literally just like telling me all these people. She found out people are posting on my wall. My wall? Is it still called the wall? I don't fucking know. People are posting on my Facebook profile wishing me a happy birthday, and I didn't know until my mum fucking told me. Because I just don't use the damn thing. Like, who the fuck cares? It's Facebook. Fuck off, Facebook. Facebook, go down a hole. What archetype is Envy? Oh my god. Can I say this when Envy is here? She's the seductress. What else is she meant to be? Yes. Alright, the context, because I feel like people deserve context. Envy, fucking Christ, my brain's fried. Gutsy's got this thing where he likes to ask what archetype he thinks people fit into. Archetype is in what kind of character trope do you most fit? And he's been asking me this for like every single person in my chat. And now you get to come in and you get assigned. There you go, you're assigned, what is it? Assigned seductress at birth, I don't know. It's your destiny, apparently. Does this work? I think that, no, that requires a target, so that won't work. That uses power, so that's probably not a good idea. I just need something that's going to be super quick to cast. Like, what's got a really short cast time? Oh? 0.4 seconds? Is this a channel? Maybe this is it? Maybe this will do the job? Oh, that's like instant. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, that is what we want. It's in a kind of awkward spot, but that's fine. Do you know what? I'm gonna put it into F. This is a cute little spell. I want to try out fire again. See if I can find some kind of cool fire build. Where's the lowest level I can make this gem at? Because currently I made it at like level 15. And it's using up a fair bit of mana. Not meant to. I need something that's using up no mana at all. Ember Fusillade. Okay, I can make it at level 4. Level 3, in fact, is the lowest it can be. So, hang on. If I take you off, take this off, put you on. I'm going to pick like a level 3 Ember Fusillade, because it's not here for damage. It is here exclusively to enable skill swap shenanigans. Put you there, put you... Not you, put you there. Also, we do have ads coming up in just under a minute, everyone. They'll run for 3 minutes to get the rest of the stream as uninterrupted gameplay. Take a moment to have a stretch, grab something to eat, grab something to drink. I'll catch you on the other side. I was going to say it gives me a chance to eat grapes, but I'm going to eat my grapes right now. Damn, Gutsy, you're out here really guessing. You just got a good read on people, apparently. I play piano and I sing soprano. That's insane. I cannot sing for the life of me. I've always been the kind of person who admires people who do what I cannot. I did used to play piano, though. I was completely shit at it, but I did play for... Oh my god, how long? I played for about 10 years, I think. Yeah, it would have been 10 years exactly. I started when I was 7 and ended when I was 17. I miss it sometimes. I think about going back, but I don't own a piano, so I kind of can't. I'd like to get a piano eventually. Get a nice piano, maybe in the front room of my house. I feel like it would make a good piano room. Into competitions? That's very cool.
I need more time.
Alright, let's see here. Oop. Oh, ads? I'm sorry. I apologize for the ads. Thank you for letting me know. We do have the in-ads redeem. No one does that. I guess no one knows it is there. Ads done already? Oh shit, there you go. Yeah, one of the benefits of running 3 minutes of ads, aside from having less blocks of ads, which I think is less interruptive to the experience, is the fact that oftentimes Twitch does not give you the full 3 minutes. So it ends up being just better value for the end watcher. Alright, we can put this away, put you away, put you away, you away, you. And the question is, does this actually work? Like we can press that to immediately swap, and then we can dash, and then we swap back to attack and stuff. I don't know if this will work. Turn off raids? Oh, good call. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, I turn off raids when I'm getting towards the end of my stream, because I don't want people to raid in as I'm planning to end. I'll be ending in, I don't know, like 10-ish minutes, maybe a bit more, a bit less, who knows. I think I'm cooking something with the cast on critical here. There's definitely something going with cast on critical. I just need to take a bit of time to figure out exactly how it's going to go. Because at the moment, the big problem is that I have to swap to do blinks and stuff. And that is kind of annoying. So for now, I'll leave it as is. We'll leave with no cast on crit, which means slightly slower clears, but overall, I think I'm onto something. I think I'm cooking, chat. I think I am properly coming up with a good meta build here. Bro, there's some guy in chat today. He's in global chat, and he's being like, you know, oh, you just play the meta. If you're not playing the meta, your build is shit. Only meta builds are good. And I'm like, look, I understand that you know, he has a point in the sense that if a build is good, it becomes meta. But the way he was phrasing it is very much like, if you're making your own build is going to be shit. Don't bother trying to make your own build. And I'm like, I hard disagree with that. Like, look at that. Tell me this build is shit. Watch me virtually two-shot the tier 15 boss and tell me my build is shit. I'd love to hear your justification for why this build is shit. Is it literally as good as what, like, the Chaos builds are? The Essence Drain shit? No, probably not. Maybe, actually. Maybe, potentially, maybe, but likely not. Is it bad? Absolutely not. Like, it definitely has worse wave clear, but it has better bossing, so depending on how you want to slice it, you could argue this is actually a better build. I'd say it has higher DPS, but just worse wave clear. So it is at least comparable in strength. But this is absolutely not meta. Like, no one is fucking running this. You go through, what, like the top 50, 100 liches on, like, PoE 2 Ninja. None of them are running Bone Storm as their primary DPS. Bro, I want a KMS in-game. Why is that? What happened totally definitely in-game? What happened in Minecraft? Online uni lecture right now. We had a power outage, so no electricity or Wi-Fi. That is shit. Wait, how are you here then? Mobile data? Can you not watch your lecture on mobile? Your phone is at 27? Yeesh. This is why I have a power bank. I'm pretty sure my power bank is dead. I should charge my power bank. Yeah, there's a lot of good perks around here that I do want to pick up. There's like double effective precursors, increased monster packs. Everything around here and here is good. Here is good as well. And then there's quantity of precursor, which is fine, I guess. I don't care that much. Trying to think what I want to take right now. Probably like this and then this. This just gives me the most value for money. We do eventually want to move over here to pick up like explicit increased effective mods, chance for double precursor, increased effective precursor. All of this stuff will be really good once we are rarity farming. But God, it takes fucking forever to get to that stage. Hope my crop top can stay alive and keep my phone alive too. Fingers crossed. You got this. We have two halves of a whole. Oh wait, got my math wrong. We're missing 10%. Oh man. You tried, Gutsy. You tried. Alright, where are we pathing from here? Let's just keep going right. Got two towers here. I really need to be on the lookout for places where 3 towers overlap. There's a little bit... There's actually no. There's no real bit here. Because where 3 towers overlap is usually a very, very good spot for rarity farming. You just stack all the mods all the tablets you've got on those three towers, and Bob's your uncle. Yeah, I'll go through it when I'm offline. I think it is a more interesting thing to do offline. Man, I swear to God, every time I play PvP, maybe this is why no one watches me, because it takes me absolutely forever to actually do anything. I spend all my goddamn time yapping. I'm a very inefficient player, and efficiency is the name of the game in Path of Exile. Quant rarity, they're low, so that's fine. It's not worth saving. Alright. Hello, Uzi. Hello, Abukat. It's good to see you. How's it doing? Oh wait, you were one of the Emberbane devs, right? I was trying to remember where I've seen your name before. Yeah, yo, it's good to see you. I played the demo early on stream. I will give a detailed feedback, a detailed write-up in the Discord when I get around to it, probably tomorrow. I'll watch replay? Yeah, feel free. Overall, it was really good. Like, it's a much better step. It's a very good step in the right direction. I feel like the vast majority of the things I didn't like about the first demo were completely fixed here. There's hit stun, there's more weight to attacks, there's a lot of... Funnily enough, it's like I think the thing I like the most is the fact that you just can't cancel out of moves as much. I think that's one of the things I complained the most about in the first demo, how it felt like there was no weight. You could just cancel everything, so spamming became the strat. But now there's a lot more uncancelable startup, there's a lot more like weight, there's a lot more thought that goes into moves. It's a really good step in the right direction. I think the thing I was missing the most was some kind of tutorial, because I didn't know what moves did what, and I'm probably going to replay it once I figure out exactly what moves do what, and you know, what kind of combos I can pull off. But it was a lot of fun, and it makes me really, really keen for the full game. And speaking of Metroidvanias, we're finally allowed to say Silk Song, now that we have a release year confirmed. We have good shit coming out. We've got Silksong releasing this year. We've got Runefencer Illyria coming out. Actually, I don't know when that's coming out. It's coming out sometime. I don't know if it's this year or next year. that's something to look forward to. We've got Emberbane making good progress. It's a good time to be a Metroidvania fan. Glad you like that. Next iteration of the rooms to test the moves, introduce new skill sets and enemies. I'll be very keen to see that then. Because any chance to, like any kind of tutorial that gives a outline on what the moves are and just gives a chance to practice without the stress of combat would be perfect. I think that was all that was really missing from this. I thought there was a really good variety of enemies. I haven't gone through any of the other feedback in the Discord. Although I think I saw one person saying that the moveset wasn't very deep. I personally like the fact that monsters were fairly one-dimensional, because it opens up a lot of possibility for rooms with lots of different enemies. It becomes harder to track multiple different enemies if they have very deep movesets. So the fact that every enemy sort of had one move was fairly okay for the most part. And towards the end there were a couple introduced that had some more complex stuff. So definitely keen to see where it goes from here.
I need more time.
What's going to be most interesting is the opportunities to like string together what is very clearly a deep skill set from the player. How many attacks were there that I found? There was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There were at least 8 attacks. And I'm almost certain that I am forgetting some and didn't discover some. And that was all just with fire, so it is going to be actually insane once I figure out all the different moves and once we get access to all of the elements. What? I used the Scroll of Wisdom, fuck you. I did not open that, I used the Scroll of Wisdom. That's exactly the same thing that happened with the Vapor Wall. I'm sad. Does this map have reduced recharge? Yeah. 88%. Jesus, that's low. Don't care about any of this. Yeah, no. Wasn't expecting that much. I'll give a proper write-up. Pardon. A proper write-up in the Discord tomorrow or something. But I don't know, I like the game. I think it's got a lot of potential, and this demo really solidifies that for me. Massive step in the right direction. The fact you've been so responsive to feedback and iterated on basically everything that I saw people saying that needed improvement in the last demo has been really impressive. I also sometimes like to pretend that I myself am a game developer and can give feedback. Look, I did a course at uni. I technically graduated with a major in game development. I technically know my stuff. Let me put it to use. I don't get to. I'm a boring corporate developer now. I work in JavaScript. Please allow me to flex my creativity. Allow me to pretend I'm doing something I enjoy. No, I'm excited. It's looking good. Is that the map? Ball. Alright, there we go. I thought you were Japanese, but you sound British. There's an... What was I going to say? 200 years ago, I might have been British. But they shipped us all off to an island as convicts. So now I'm Australian. My name isn't Japanese either. It is... Like, technically, the Japanese don't have a Z sound. The little Z. That does not exist in Japanese. So that is why my name technically cannot be Japanese. But it was, like, never meant to be Japanese in the first place. I like to pretend that there is some kind of massive lore to it, that there is something incredible, but no, it is literally just something that came to me in a dream. Wazikama Wada came to me in a dream and has henceforth been my username. Why am I picking up normals? Why do I do this myself? Yeah, let's just enchant those. And I'll grab like one more map. We could probably run 1 or 2 more maps before we end. Where are my maps? In the maps tab. I'm an idiot. Gold pack size. Yeah, whatever. I'll run neck res. That's fine. Sounds like an Akatsuki member. I mean, Akatsuki are kind of cool as fuck. I was never more interested in Naruto than when Akatsuki showed up. Shippuden was actually going in the right direction. And then the end of that arc happened. And then everything fell apart. Very smart person, indeed, from the way you talk. Oh no, you're stroking the ego. This is bad. Quick chat, you gotta put me down again. Don't let it go to my head. You gotta stop it. Just played a Tom Kench game. Need to say you unbenched the Kench. Did you play attack speed, Tom? Please, for the love of God, tell me you did not play attack speed, Tom, referee. No? Okay, thanks, fuck. You play attack speed everyone else. How the fuck was I meant to know that you would just so vehemently say no? What, Heartsteel? Okay, well that sounds quite reasonable. Were you playing in top lane or something? Please tell me you didn't go Heartsteel or Tom support. Aram? Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say, if you got that as a fucking support, like what the fuck? How are you stacking that shit? How the fuck are you as a support getting enough gold to get Heartsteel in lane when it is actually useful? No, I appreciate the compliment there, Avocat. Do you prefer Avocat, Bilal? Is there a name you prefer? Ow. I appreciate the compliment, but I am nothing but a poor front-end web developer who likes to pretend he could do game development. I believe somewhere in my GitHub are the remnants of the one game that I did actually make, and it was not good. Is this even... I feel like this is not changed. My wave clear just feels really bad for some reason. Is it because there's just so many enemies? I don't understand why. It feels like I should be clearing way more enemies than this. I'm gonna try something crazy. Does the forking work better? Forking might actually just be better than chaining. I'm gonna try running with this. I thought the chain would be the best solution because chaining is so strong, but the fact that I get no penalty forks could be enough. Oh god, I'm dying. I'm dying. Game development is fun. It is. Like, I miss it. I would have loved to go into game development, but in Australia, that is just not a viable career pathway. There's just nothing going on here. The AAA scene is virtually non-existent because we have this thing called labor laws. So, if you want to work somewhere, you have very limited AAA opportunities, or you basically start your own indie company, which is just insane risk and not really something you can do unless you have some kind of backup. And yeah, I'm like 5 years into my career now, so it's kind of hard for me to pivot. Can't exactly pivot into game dev, as much as I would love to. I could of course do it as a hobby, but I don't really have that much time. Could learn game dev on stream, but I feel like there's not that much of a market as a streamer to be learning game dev. Like, if people want to watch game development on stream, they are more likely to be watching an established game developer. They're likely to watch someone like Doug. Bro, why is my attack speed so bad? Unity is easy peasy. Yeah, Unity is what I wrote my game in. I've worked with Unity and Unreal. I dislike Unreal because C++. The end. You can't take me back. I hated it even when C++ was my main language. I just hate C++. Admittedly, I'd probably be better now that I'm a better developer. I understand pointers, memory management, and all of that shenanigans better. But still, I don't know. JavaScript has ruined me. I've got JavaScript brain rot. I can't handle manually managing the memory. Give me garbage collector, please. Give me slow game engine. Wazzy, let's make a game together? Perhaps. I will put that on the list of things that sound very cool that I would like to do at some point. But man, is that a long list. Wazzy, you're smart? Okay, I'm sorry, Envy. Anything Envy says, I listen. I have an online lecture. Bet I'm hopping on. Pin message by BJ is wrong. Oh, thank you for whichever mod took care of that. I forgot that was still pinned. You're not playing the Ember thingy anymore. True, true. After that Kench game, I'm hungry. Guess I'll eat sloth. Sloth is a bad meat to eat. Sloth is very gamey. It tastes bad. Don't eat sloth. The end. Yo, Lissa, welcome in. How's it doing? Lissa, my wife. I got regular brain rot. I nearly said meal for some reason. Mood. Too busy talking about not eating sloths, and I nearly say meal instead of mood. Fucking Christ. Please show us, Wazzy. Alright, is it fucking there? Is it in my GitHub? If it's in my GitHub, I will potentially show it on stream. Potentially. Actually, you know what? Who was it? It was Leon. Leon promised me. Well, promise is the wrong word. Leon asked me if I could send it to him because he was like, if you find that, I will play it on stream. So I might actually just send it to... I might send it to Leon. I think that'd be kind of funny. I'm tired. Boxers had an appointment and I slept like shit for it. I hate that. I'm so sorry. I have been sleeping like absolute shit myself lately, so I sympathize. I don't know what the fuck it is, but every time I lie down in my bed, my asthma is just flaring the absolute fuck up. I legitimately will spend the entire night feeling like I'm shallow breathing, wake up feeling like shit, have no clue why. I've vacuumed, I've changed my sheets, I've even had an air purifier going on in there, and I can't get to the bottom of it. You need to look into it. You have asthma? Yes. I've mentioned that a few times. There's been a few times where I've just had my Ventolin at the start of stream, just because I've been feeling particularly short of breath. I could bring up Chicken Jockey, Flint and Steel, bro. The fucking Minecraft movie. That was. Alright, you know what? I'm too brain rotted to play more Path of Exile. We're gonna exit Path of Exile. We're just gonna yap for a minute. If I have one less thing going on, then it's easier to yap. We are going to the appointment, run errands, and I'm coming back and crashing the fuck out. I feel that. Crashing in bed and crashing the fuck out. That is the 1-2 combo that I like to deliver. Crash out in stream, then crash out in bed. I was logging into GitHub. I'm going to see if it's here. I don't know if it's going to be on this GitHub or it might be on my student GitHub. If it's on my student GitHub, that could be a real fucking problem because my student GitHub could be tied to my student email, which I do not have. Alright. Gotta get my passkey. I would share my screen for this, but I am logging into my personal GitHub that has my first name and last name, so y'all don't get to see that. No doxing myself. I've doxed myself twice on stream. That's enough, alright? If you didn't catch it the first 2 times I doxed myself, then you're a shit out of luck. Playing League and one-shotting everyone? Who are you playing? Alright, let me check my Aegis. I'm so cool, I can't even have the regular Google Authenticator. I gotta have an open source alternative. Alright. Type that in. Alright. Is it here? There is a bunch of my work from university. Yeah, it's here! I've still got it! Alright! Let's go! Alright, you know what? I'm cloning this shit right now. Night night, Wazzy. Good night, Rev. Peppy is meowing at me, so I must sleep. Alright, you listen to Zucchini. You do what Zucchini says, Rev. Missed them both? You missed both of what? Oh, you missed the doxing. Yeah. No, unfortunately, you've missed it. Although, like, I didn't, and I'm not going to share, even though you have doxed yourself to me. This isn't a give and take thing. Even though I know your real name. Ooh, reminder of that. I totally, definitely remember that. I don't. I forgot about that. Yeah, you forgot that happened, and I actually forgot the name because I have a goldfish memory. No, it's okay. I have doxed myself to multiple people making that exact same mistake. Zoe support, 7% of Riven's health based, putting Rivens in their place, as it should be. I was going to go to my Git. I'd like to share my terminal one day, but I know for a fact I would dox myself somehow. I need to, one of the things on my to-do list is to fully set up like an entirely separate streamer account just for when I am, well, for when I'm streaming. And that way I have absolutely nothing that could possibly dox me. But that's a lot of work and probably will not happen. Does have a couple times too on stream. It happens, yeah. What was there? One time I was sharing my full screen and my Dropbox sync failed and it dropped my email address. It's like Dropbox sync failed for and the email. And my email is literally last name, first name @gmail.com. So I was just like, fuck off. So I got rid of that. And then the second time was I was making a change.org petition as a joke. I was doing it for a friend. I was a change.org petition for a friend to do something stupid. And I was doing it on stream. And then I posted the link and someone was like, Wazzy, it's got your full name. I'm just like, no fucking way. Turns out the email address I signed in with was one that I'd used like 10 years ago to make a separate a separate change.org. And I was like, shit. A couple of people, only a few people called that one, thankfully. Point source one. Do not blame my bot. My bot is innocent here. This is Twitch's fault. Twitch is being a cunt. Go yell at Twitch. I'm meant to be cloning some shit. Git clone this. It's gonna yell at me. It's gonna be like, oh, you're not logged in. Alright, does this work? It doesn't work. How do I fucking authenticate with GitHub again? GitHub authenticate via CLI. How do this shit? I put a Roxas. Nice. Very nice. The whole crew should be in there. There's Lissa, there's Envy. Yeah, Lissa, Envy, Roxas. Hello, Laura. Welcome in. How are you doing today? I haven't doxed myself besides my old name on Twitch. Oh yeah, true. And my name Broski and Justin. For update Riley. Yeah, I told you there is a problem with updating names. The problem is that my shit is scuffed. I will have, as I've said, I'll eventually rewrite it and it'll all be fixed up. But my brother in Christ, I've made it clear that the shit is broken. I cannot be asked fixing it because I'm going to be rewriting it. I need to get to that. When am I going to do that? I'll do that eventually. Alright. How do I log in? Bro, just give me a fucking step-by-step guide. I've done this before, but I cannot for the life of me remember how. Okay, I can do it like that. Alright. Let me see if I can get this working. Gotta go to my profile. Yeah, good thing I'm not sharing my fucking screen. That is my full first name and my mugshot. Y'all don't get to see any of those things. Wazzy is Satan, true. Fix your bot already. My bot is, it's always the bot's fault. I literally am saying that I am going to eventually fix it by completely rewriting it. I'm going to put it over to Firebot. Because Firebot is open source and I like it. I'm gonna make a personal access token. How do I get this? Blah blah blah. My god, just fucking I don't care. Developer settings, okay. God, they take fucking forever to tell me the basic information I want. I should probably just do this off stream. You know what? I can finish this off stream. I wanted to do it now that I actually was prompted by you guys. Actually, you know what? I will do it really quickly. I'll just quickly clone it and then do. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go through all of this stuff. You know what? I will do this later. There's so much to do here. Fuck this. This is so much work. I'm lazy. I am lazy. I want to get the game working so we can show you guys or something, but I don't know. I might send it to Leon, because I know Leon wanted to play it, so maybe I tee up a game with him. I'll play it first. I'll make sure it is not complete and utter dog shit, and then I might send it to Leon. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. I think that is just about it for the stream. I don't think there's much else to talk about. I would normally go yap a hell of a lot more, but I don't think there's much else to yap about. What game? I'm talking about the game that I made when I was in university, my university capstone project. I might play it on stream, or I might send it to Leon, because Leon has been saying he wants to play it. Actually, I'm going to send him a DM right now. Leon, I found... Well, actually, and I'll send Leon all caps. Just intimidating Leon all caps. He's going to see that and be like, egads, what have I done to invoke the ire of the sloth? Leon, I have located the game I made in university. If you recall, you mentioned... That's a weird way of saying it. You mentioned wanting to play it a very long time ago. I finally found a copy. I finally found the repository. There we go. We'll see what he says. He may be interested in playing it, in fact. Get ready for the appointment. Have a good rest of stream night. No stress at all. We're going to probably be raiding out now anyway. I did say that I'd be finishing up quite soon, and I'd like to finish up before I completely just pass out on my keyboard. Hey, Wazzy. Hey, Justin. What's up? Wazzy is... Wait, why am I Satan Gutsy? This was never answered. Hi? Hello. If you had to make a game right now, what would it be? Oh my god, you redeemed that 10 minutes ago. I am sorry. Also, Duck was here 10 minutes ago. Hi, Duck. If you're still here, it's nice to see you. Salesman's hands moving everywhere. It was kind of funny and cute. This is me typing out an essay on how much I love Envy. Chapter 1 of 350,000. If I'm making a game right now, what would it be? Oh, that's a good question. I would say my favorite genre is probably Souls-like. So I'd probably want it to be, at the very least, heavily inspired by Souls-like. Tax Fraud Simulator. Nah, Tax Fraud Simulator is already peaked. Anything after that is just a rip-off. Anything after that is a poor facsimile of the ultimate. There is no point in me creating Tax Fraud Simulator, because Tax Fraud Simulator has already been created and perfected. So I must venture into other genres that have not yet experienced peak to that extent. But it'd probably be some kind of Souls-like game. I'd want to be considering the fact that I am not too experienced in game development, so I'd want to limit the scope. So I'd not be looking for some kind of 3D exact copy of Souls-like or anything like that. So probably 2D. 2D, I would say pixel art, because that massively lowers the workload. And I'm not sure where from there. Probably not a Metroidvania. As much as I love Metroidvanias, I do not think I'd be good at designing one. I also would not want to go too far into that kind of genre, because there's so many other games that are there already, and I feel like it's getting somewhat crowded. It can still absolutely be done very well. And there are lots of games released and upcoming that have incredible promise. We literally played one earlier today. So some kind of 2D Souls-like. I'd really like to play Nine Souls. This is a little bit of a tangent, but I feel like Nine Souls is a really good-looking game that I would thoroughly enjoy. That would probably be quite similar to anything I would end up designing. Would you raid as speedrunner? I would consider it if I have nobody else online that I wish to raid. But I'm going to have to see who is online. Usually I have people who I'd like to raid. Especially when I go later than usual, it means that I can usually raid into people who I've not had an opportunity to in a while. So let me see who is actually online. There are a few people, so probably not open to raid suggestions for tonight, but I appreciate you offering. If I am ever open to raid suggestions, I will of course let you know and accept them. Ooh, is Paizen running a subathon, or is he saying that's coming soon? Okay, I'm pretty sure I know who we are raiding. Someone's raided me quite a few times who I've not had an opportunity to raid back for a while, but I think they've just started streaming at this time. I haven't seen them around very often at this time, but that is who we do. Clip links? Yes. Yeah. You're a sub, so you will be allowed to post links. If you're not a sub or a VIP, you're not allowed to post links. Salesman's hands moving everywhere. It was kind of funny and cute. Alright, I'm watching. This is me typing out an essay on how much I love Envy. Chapter 1 of 350,000. W clip. There you go. You can save that to your phone. Put that on repeat. Listen to that when you sleep. Like I feel like nothing. Like I'm staring into nothing. That is interesting. That is perhaps reason to go see a doctor. Go see a doctor. I expect the rest of the essay to be done soon. As we speak. Getting through it. There we go. I'm good? Alright. Alright, we are probably going to raid out. We're going to go say bye. And, well, you can all say bye to me. And go say hi to my newest victim. Doctors are pricey. Over here, they're bulk billed. Bye, Wazzy. Love you. Love you too, Jay. No leave, Wazzy. Guys, I'm tired. I gotta sleep. I gotta be up early tomorrow as well. So, it is. I already stayed later than I should. But we're gonna go raid someone who is a friend of mine. They've raided me a few times. They've been in here a few times, in fact. Haven't seen them in a while. I think they took a bit of a break from streaming, but they are back. So, your newest victim, shut up, Jay. This is why I banned you twice. But was he have good eep? I will, Envy. I will. And if you can't sleep, well, you'll know why. Anyway, we're going to go raid Python. Python is cool. He's playing League. Hopefully you can forgive him for that and me for raiding you into him. He's a cool dude. He's been a supporter of the channel for a while. And I think you all should go meet him, say hi, drop him a follow, and support him too, like he has supported us. League? Okay, he's not that bad, guys. I swear. It's okay. See you around. See you, Lauren. I appreciate you stopping by. League, leg, end. Like wannabe leg end. Wannabe League of Legends. You know my brain is completely evaporated when this is the extent of my words. League of Legends. Something like that, yes. Anyway, grab your raid messages. Top if you're subbed, second if you are not subbed, and come check me out on all of my socials. I'm gonna stop promising to upload any new videos anytime soon, because I keep saying I'll do that. I keep not doing it. I don't know when I will do it. It will happen eventually. And you can all look forward to it. Otherwise, if you are here from any of the raids we've had today, or if you've just stopped by and maybe you're watching me play Path of Exile, thinking to yourself, God, this guy sucks. I want to go somewhere where I can yell at him and tell him how bad he is, and show my build, which is objectively better. Well, you can go do that in the Discord. You should definitely come join. It's a cool place for cool people, and if you join, you are definitely one of those. Until next time, have a great day or night, whatever it is where you are. I'll catch you again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Australian time, for maybe PoE 2, maybe something else if I'm feeling it. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I will figure it out tomorrow. It might be a surprise. And if you want to see what that surprise is or is not, then see me there. Bye-bye.